Yo, man. Episode 4-1. The boy got the cuties.
Man, I'm coming out here with the health, coming through in 2023 with the right health.
We should join our challenge, our health challenge.
Yeah, I saw y'all with the weight loss.
Your boy has been putting in work to lose these pounds, man.
Who leading right now?
Nobody really leading because it's only been 1 week, so niggas probably lost like 1 pound.
Okay.
But we got until March 1st to either lose or gain 30 pounds.
Damn, lose or gain 30?
Yeah, Craig got to gain 30, and me and Mel has to lose 30.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it ain't too bad.
Mm,
It's a test of consistency, if anything.
definitely.
Because it's about
That's a good time limit, too.
yeah. That's how I calculated. I was like, yeah, that's about a pound and a half
Think-
every week.
Mhm.
You just gotta stick to it, type shit. I can't wait though. I'm gonna start feeling good because I'm already feeling these weights. I'm getting better at the weights, I guess.
Oh, yeah. That's something I never really got, like, consistent with is lifting weights. I've never been a weightlifter. I always
Facts.
been like a cardio or body weight, agility person, never a strength.
I feel like I'm out of place right now though, because I'm used to doing the cardio first and then doing like the strength later. But now I'm kind of forced to do the weights first and have to pick up my stamina. My stamina is not where it used to be at.
Mm.
It is nowhere near. Like I ain't run out of gas quick.
Yeah, it'd be like that. You gotta build it back up.
But
It
I'm
don't take long, though.
mm, it don't. It just really take getting past that pain threshold,
Yeah.
getting used to it, getting used to that little fizziness. Like you're not about to pass out. You just breathing hard right now.
Speaking of like getting used to things, have you been seeing any of the USA FIBA games?
Oh man, I literally just watched the highlight from Lithuania.
Oh my God.
It's
That
bad.
was one that was one to see. No. That was their best competition though. Like
Yeah,
the next time Lithuania played Serbia and Luka wasn't even playing. They played Serbia and Serbia beat Lithuania by like 22. So
but
they just had a good game that day against the USA because they was hitting everything.
it was definitely good shooting for sure. Definitely good shooting, but it was also the fact that they took advantage of the size. This was I'm so glad you brought this up because I wanted this was one of my discussions from a couple months ago, like around the end of the finals, trying to see who was the better coach, Steve Kerr or Coach Spo.
That's not even a question.
Who you got?
Kerr,
You got Kerr over Coach Spo. Why?
because Bo didn't really have a program that he ran. Steve
What do you
Kerr did.
What do you mean? A program?
They had a run and gun offense that was clearly noted that they was running a certain kind of offense. I don't think it was ever noted what specific offense Sposter was running.
No, Spo was running the plays. Spo was the
What? Tell me what kind of offense he was running because I don't remember.
he was running
What was his
plays.
offense?
He was running
What was
plays.
his offensive style? I
I wouldn't say
I
that's an
don't think he
offensive
stood out
style.
as a coach.
He's
He doesn't have a style that stands out as a coach. So that's why I say Kerr
no,
is
he
better.
has a style. He was one of the first ones that used the small ball. Literally, he's doing what Kerr did, but in a different way. Instead of the power, Kerr used three-point shooter. But Miami was one of the first teams to utilize the small ball lineup. The same lineup that James Harden used with PJ Tucker. That's all Kerr. I mean, that's all Spoelstra.
The years with LeBron and D Wade,
Yeah.
that's considered small ball.
Who was the big man? Yeah, Chris Bosh.
Chris Bosh.
That was the big man. That was the beginning of the revolution of the small ball. It didn't. That's when Draymond was able to get confident and able to take over right after that shit.
I always say Mike D'Antoni revolution small ball. He had did that a long time ago with Amari Stoudemire being a power
Definitely.
forward, but actually playing as a center. So that style of offense had been around with Steve Nash and Jason Kidd in certain aspects.
That's why I say they're doing the same thing but just a little differently though. He's doing what Kerr's doing, just instead of the
I think Kerr focuses more on ball movement and
ball
not
movement.
necessarily that they lack size. Because I don't even think about Golden State not having a big. It don't even in their offense, it don't even function to think that they don't have a big because it's basically just ball movement, back screens.
So what
Like
about Miami's then? Because what do you put Bam at? Because Bam technically isn't a five, but he's the five.
Bam is technically more of a five than most power forwards because he's not high scoring.
No,
He's
he would get to
low
20.
read. He's a 18
No,
points per game
he's
player
20.
average.
He's 20. He's an all star too. He's probably right after Jokic, Giannis, and Embiid. There's Bam at the big man.
I wouldn't put him up that high.
Who do you have?
Bam is not a top big.
Who do you have?
He's definitely not a top. The people that you just named,
But so, I'm
he's
saying
not even
under
in.
them,
He's
under
not even
them.
in their class. He's not even in their class.
That's what I
Bam is
said. Right
not.
under them. Like who's right in that class? Right under them. Then that's a big man.
I would
Sabonis.
put Carl Anthony Towns before him. I'll put Sabonis before him. I would put
At this point,
Josh
Cat not
Giddey
showing.
before him. You
You
know what I'm saying?
put
I would
Josh
put
Giddey
both.
over Bam,
Yes, Josh Giddey is giving you assists and points.
bro.
Bam is starting to like. Okay, so this is why I know because last year I was all on the sports bet, so I'm like, oh, Bam can give me 18. Bam was capping out at fucking 17, damn near all all of the fucking playoffs. He had a few games where he got to like 22 points. So
Yeah.
he's not really an offensive power forward. He's a
No,
defensive.
on
He's a
power forward,
defensive.
he can definitely he can score. It's just whenever he goes to the big man position, he can't use the energy on offense no more. When you watch him play, all that's why I was like, if you watch Miami plays, they're deep. Coach Spoelstra's style of play is mostly the defense. If you watch the defense, they sink their
Yeah,
players
I'll
and
say that.
rotate
Mhm.
until Bam, and he uses. If you really watch Bam, he uses all the energy on defense. So I can see why he's exhausted on the offense at that point. He is
And
that true anchor.
that's why I leave him a little below the top guys because he's he's not like he they need him for offense,
Yeah,
sadly.
at the
He would make
five.
them a crazy yeah, he would make them a crazier competitor if he could be like in the 22, 23 point per game range. If that's what he can
Yeah,
average, he would be, okay, cool. We cool with him as his position, floating from 4 to 5.
he need a big
But
man
like you
though.
say, when he gets outworked, because with Jokic, he had maybe one or two good games against Jokic, and then the rest he was trying
That
to find his way.
that goes into the energy part though. If he's
Yeah,
the anchor, he's already getting advantage disadvantage as being the anchor. And he don't even supposed to be at the five. Then you got to go against somebody who's down there a whole foot taller than you. Then he's also
but
not even
who
just scoring; he's also passing.
who really has a traditional big though, like to go against?
That's what I'm
So
saying.
that's
Like,
what I'm saying.
is
Like
Bam right under there?
he's gonna have to get out of position because there's not really a lot of other traditional bigs for him to match up. So him being a 4 to 5 floater, that's your spot, bro. Like
Uh,
you're gonna have to get you a better, you know what I'm saying, use of your skill set.
He has to. Not. I mean, say that it's the
You
fact that
need a
they
mid
need a.
range jumper.
He
You
has the
need a
mirror
more
jumper.
consistent finish.
But boy has it.
Maybe he had a bad year.
He needs the big man. Like that is literally what the number one thing is. He needs that big man in the paint. We miss PJ Tucker, bro. PJ Tucker was the five at the situation. He wasn't a big five, but he
That's
was a
even
hard working five.
worse.
No, PJ was
That's
helping,
even
bro.
worse.
For him to be the
He's
help
how being smaller than Bam, and that's giving him some relief. How?
because it's the
Bam
help
is gonna have
defense.
to help him on every big.
Yeah, that's the
The same
defense
as if he
though.
was having to match up. So what's the difference if he was matching up by himself and PJ was coming to help him? It's
Because
the same thing.
he wouldn't have to waste that energy and like following the whole time. It's the same thing with AD. AD doesn't flourish at the five. He flourishes at the four, especially defensively because he's better on the help defense. When they roll the defense off of it, that's when he gets majority of his blocks. It's not just the one on one situation. It's majority of the time it's the help defense.
I don't know.
Even Giannis
Bam,
too.
he just didn't. He didn't really. He didn't really impress me last year.
I don't think nobody on the Heat impressed anybody throughout the regular season. I don't even think about the regular season because they pissed me off so bad. I remember doing reactions to them and just every play, Kyle Lowry, trade this man.
Oh man, he stunk it up in the finals. I was so disappointed. Like, was he hurt? Like, what was his deal?
I
Like,
think
what is his problem?
he's old. I think they're exhausted, bro. They don't supposed to be playing like that, and the majority of them like are hurt. Their two starter, the two people who was supposed to be at the one and two were injured. Now you got your bench who are over 30 years old starting and pushing this shit against the top teams, bro. This we don't even supposed to even be here, bro.
Damn.
Just to keep it real, we barely even made it to the playoffs, bro.
I'm seeing Anthony Edwards is coming out. Like, I feel like this USA team is really like putting they, you know what I'm saying, trusting him as far as, the start of the
Mm.
team. Like, I see him handling a lot of the buckload of the scoring. Brandon Ingram, I saw in an interview, he was like talking about how he's trying to figure out what his role could be on the team because, but it's like, bro, like you're not really old, but you're also like,
He's
I don't know, like he
experienced.
he has a weird role. Yeah, he has a weird role to play, but I don't know if it's scoring.
Is supposed to be the leader. Like, tell the truth, what this FIFA Cup has showed me is that Brandon Ingram's is officially not a number one option anymore.
Of course not.
No,
He stopped being that. He stopped being that a long time ago.
but people still think he's gonna be like that though. The fact that they were saying that he was gonna be the number one player, he was supposed to be the leader of Team USA before Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards was not supposed to be the leader. He took that shit.
He did.
That's a dog.
Yeah,
Like Brandon, step up. You
I
not even
think
second option at this point.
he's really not. And that's sad too. It's like I would say it's like Jalen Brunson,
Markel
Mikal
Bridges, yeah,
Bridges. Yeah, it's like
Bobby out playing him
damn.
right now.
But Bobby's consistent. I will say this about Bobby, man. He's very consistent at his position. He don't never do
Super.
like the most, but he's very
He
consistent at
plays
his
his
role. He's
part.
defensive. Yeah, he's defensive, anchor. He'll, you know what I'm saying, get that little oops, I just stole the ball and got you a quick
Hmm.
dunk. Like he's that guy for sure.
I'm proud of Bobby, man. Because when he first got to the league, I was not expecting him to stay long, bro. Because of the situation where he was drafted to. Like, my nigga got drafted to the Bulls. A terrible Bulls, then went to the Knicks. It ended up winning
Yeah.
a title. Now playing for Team USA, that's a winner. I don't like my nigga put
We
up
got two
zero.
Arkansas residents on Team USA.
Yes. Yes. I think this is
And
the most we've ever
Austin been
seen.
getting busy too. I've been liking to see Austin. Like he been getting put back dunks. You know what I'm saying? It's three. Like
Hmm.
I like all the experience. Like all these players that's playing, I guarantee you when we see them in the NBA season next year, you're gonna
Hmm.
be able to tell like, them boys got some work in. They different.
Hollow.
Fuck yeah.
Hollow is gonna be even nastier after this. Because
Yeah.
he's
And
getting
that
more
was this
experience as a
this was
five.
his rookie season. This was his rookie season. Yeah. Like when I was
Him and Kessler.
the finals, and yeah, I love both of those. I was watching the finals leading up, you know what I'm saying, and watching like this this young man can hoop. Like he's big too for his you know what I'm saying, for
Follow
his
boy,
position.
he's another LeBron, but as a
Yeah.
down there a
Okay.
I went. That's kind of tough.
He's a big ass power forward for sure.
He's a power forward, but he can really get on the ring.
Yeah.
That's the scary part. Like he's
He
fast.
don't have the jumper that I would like yet, but that's okay. This is year one. I'm cool with
Yeah,
that. Like this is year one, bro. Like you made your name. Like
and then
you can
like you
get
trying
to
to
the
put the work
hole.
in.
Yeah. And I'm liking to see that. Like I feel like he definitely gonna step into his star role next year easily. Because he don't have nobody really to compete with on his team other than his teammate who's there with him. So they're gonna be
Nobody.
strapped.
Him and Anthony Black better go off this season.
Hmm.
Hey, this, bro, I'm so happy for my team. And Team US, not even Team USA is disappointing us. Team Canada disappointed us. They
What they
got
do?
beat. They got beat too.
Uh,
But this is supposed to be one of their years. I believe they have like 8 NBA players on their team.
Shea Gilgis, um,
Dylan Brooks. Let me double check. Jamal Murray is supposed to been on there. But that was one person that they missed.
I can see if he did. I can see if anybody that's on the Denver Nuggets. I can see if they didn't want to play. I could totally
Yeah,
understand
I'm trying to get a rest, my nigga.
because we finna come back and beat y'all ass again. I really feel like they might try to run it back. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I
Who
don't really
I
see
believe
nothing.
so.
Yeah, I don't see really nothing changing on their roster. You know what I'm saying? And by them having that unity being built from winning last year, they're gonna be tough to beat.
They're gonna be.
It's kind of they just know what they're capable of now completely. So they gonna play different. Like you know how Golden State after they won, they started looking like everybody else was a high school team at a certain
Hmm.
point when
They
they got in
settled.
their flow. I think Denver is gonna be like that this year.
That's gonna be unfair. Like really, I feel
Hey,
like Denver is going to sign somebody truly underrated again, like they did with Aaron Gordon.
yeah,
They're gonna
I can
sign one
see
more
them
person.
scooping up somebody that you just wouldn't even think of. Like,
Like,
ooh, what if they get somebody like fucking Isaiah Thomas or something? Like,
nah, somebody even better than that. Like,
because he would fit into their lineup very well. That'll just keep them as potent as they are with Jamal at point.
that would be nasty.
Because this that'll be like a cheap option that nobody would expect. Like,
They got to get
oh
somebody to
man,
replace Bruce Brown though.
mm, that'll be him. Because Bruce is not that tall.
No, but Bruce he's like a 2-3 though. He probably like 6'3".
Where did they trade him to?
No, I think he left. Who did he sign with?
I know it's somewhere where he gonna get a little more like playing time for sure.
The Pacers? Yeah, the Pacers. The boy trying to get
You just
some
ruined,
money.
boy. You just ruined your career.
He signed a 2-year deal for 45 million, a team option.
You finna be down there with Tyrese Halliburton, who's just now finna be coming back from the Olympics. You are getting no jumpers, bro.
But it, I
Tyrese didn't have that green light,
ever since I
especially if they
seen
win.
ever since I seen the episode of the Gill podcast where they was talking about would you want 5 rings at $500 million. I understand it for real. Like I understand these players' moves. I'm trying to get that money. This is probably my 1 or 2 rings. I'll probably get two, probably 3 rings out of this. But would I get 45 million out of them? Or would I just get 10 out of them 2 rings, 3 rings? Let me get paid. Yeah, let me get
Yeah,
paid. And then probably get another
because
deal
who's
after
to
that.
say? Right. Who's to say you won't get some kind of like, shoe deal, some kind of foreign shoe deal or something? Like, man, if I ever got like the opportunity to play basketball overseas, I'm doing it. I am doing it.
Hmm.
That's not even nothing to fucking think about. Like, you finna pay me to play basketball?
What's the
Yes.
lowest you'll go for, and where? Like
Man, if they sent me to where they sent LaMelo Ball and I was getting like 5 grand a month, I would do it.
5 grand a month? Yeah.
5 grand a month, I would do it.
Fuck it. On me, cause it's like do that or a regular job.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is okay. If you're gonna give me almost regular job pay, I'll do it for 5 grand a month, where I'll get to work out and
Yeah.
actually do something I want to do.
You get paid to get healthy. That's how I see it.
Hmm.
Get paid to get healthy, and I get. You know how much content I'll make if I went overseas? I'll be a content creator just to back it up. I'm about to get paid off of this.
Yeah.
Like I'm really about to get paid off of this.
Man, speaking of that, like I have started creating, like I got like two faceless YouTube pages that I'm starting, like
Right.
of shit that I like. You know what I'm saying? I like animals and I like science.
Like
So
what you
I'm
doing?
just, well, just animal facts, like weird animal facts, or like, just things that you never knew about animals, or certain
Right.
animals you didn't know existed. Like I got a whole bunch. I did like the little Chat GPT thing where I look for, what are some popular niches, about animals, facts,
Hmm.
and blah 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 blah. So just certain things like their diets, how they reproduce, shit that you would never, like a seahorse. Have you ever thought about how do seahorses reproduce?
Yeah, it's the
Like,
male version, and they like squirt them out.
exactly. So,
That's
you know what I'm
super
saying?
weird.
Shit like that is like interesting to me. And I feel like, I like YouTube anyways. And rather than trying to focus it on, ooh, let me try to get my music known,
Hmm.
let's just use the platform and see if, what I'm saying, I can
Figure
have
that
fun
out.
with it, doing some shit, what I'm saying, that I like to do. Like the videos that I make are like less than 2 minutes long. I got
That's
the
fine. You
little
started doing shorts
scripts.
on it.
Yep, I
Please do
actually am like,
shorts.
the thing is, I have like a whole little 8 step thing. I get my idea first,
Hmm.
then I think of the title, then I create my thumbnail, and then I write like the script of the video, or go to Chat GPT and get the script, and then I take the script to this website. I think it's play.ht, where you can just change the text to speech and you can
Yeah.
make it like a voice. You know what I'm
Right. You
saying?
gotta
So I
show me
do
how you
that.
doing that, cause I've been trying
Hell
to
yeah,
trying to figure out
bro.
how to do that, but I just haven't actually went through with the thought of going
It's
in.
very easy. If you can make beats, you can do this. Like it's
Right.
all the same. Yeah. So I just, text to speech the voice, go through it. It'll let you click to see if you want to change some stuff. You can change the speed of how the flow goes, and
That's
like
fire.
download it. Then I go to Pixels or Pixabay and I find me like 8 pictures or some stock free images of whatever I'm talking
Right.
about, and just make a little slideshow and then put the audio with it.
Right. You
And that's
gotta
it.
well, either after this or tomorrow, we gotta get on Discord. You gotta show me how you doing there, bro. Cause
Yeah.
I've been thinking about
'Cause
doing
the
like a
thing is,
basketball channel.
and you should figure out like a niche way to do it. Like, cause
Yeah.
everybody just do
Heat.
highlights. Like,
I'm doing
you know what
Miami
I'm
Heat, bro.
saying?
I'm a Heat
There you
fan,
go.
deep Heat fan. So we about to
That
get
was,
in all the
bro.
news.
Like, and what I was like looking at, and basically they'd be like, people be like, you can do this and get this overnight pay, but it's really slickly a long play. It's a seed,
It's a.
because if you do it well enough, you get those brand deals. Like, say for instance, you do a Heat page well enough,
Hmm.
now the Heat reach out to you.
Hmm.
Now, okay, boom, 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 boom. Maybe Adidas, maybe an energy drink, maybe DraftKings, Prize Picks,
You
those
know,
type of people.
you know how I've been looking at it recently. I've been looking at it like kind of like making beats at this point. Like it's some beats you can make like super easy. Some beats that you can like make an easy collab on. Some beats you can down there like get on Splice and you can finish up the beat in like 5 minutes. But that beat can go fucking crazy and help your channel go crazy. And you can have multiple channels
Mhm.
with the same, basically doing the same content but just doing it a little differently.
And okay, that's another thing. Like they tell you, have some ambiance music in the background of your, whatever channel. We make
Mm,
music.
it's
That's
our
your chance
music.
to go viral with 15 million views on some classic. Like you make some classical music,
Hmm.
make whatever. You know what I'm saying? Make whatever,
Make your
because
world.
it's not really going to be heard in the format like a song. It's more so ambiance music and background for the value that you provide with this information. Because I think about this when I'm uploading it, it asks, "Is this safe for kids?" And I can
Hmm.
finally say yes. I
Hmm.
can say yes, bro. So I know that that right there opens you up immediately. This is
Hmm.
informational and kids, so it's definitely finna go dumb. So yeah, whatever. Like I would think of like do the Miami Heat one, or you might think of like I'm gonna do multiple ones because there's
Yeah.
a lot of shit that I like and it's easy. Like so,
Have you
and
seen
when you
the new like monetizations, like the two levels now?
for YouTube.
Yeah, like you don't do have to do the 1,000 first.
Yeah,
Like
it's got like you can do 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 hours watch time or 10 million shorts views in 90 days.
no, no, no. That's the requirements for that level. Like you have to get the the 10 million shorts views on one of them. That's the one that you get the ad views. Like you can get paid off for ads. But then there's a lower
Mm.
tier now, like to get just like 3 million views on shorts or five no not or in 500 subscribers in like 90 days, and you can get the perks of extra badges, the shopping, and I forgot what else. It's something else. Like it's another way to get paid now. Like you don't have to do the whole thing no
Fuck
more.
with YouTube. I fuck with YouTube because they slickly like if we talking about somebody that's been employing our generation
Definitely,
for the longest, it's been them.
definitely.
Once they started allowing us to get paid off of their platform, they became the goats.
Who's
We
been
love,
paying the youth like
Facebook.
that for that long?
Not no one. Only YouTube. Only YouTube.
Sounds like a record label, I guess, and even that
Yeah,
don't even count. Cause
YouTube is the biggest record label.
no, for
Low
real.
key.
You hear that
YouTube is
there?
the biggest label. Signs the most different. Signs all artists. They got welders. They got goddamn peanut butter
Bubbles.
sculpture makers. Nigga, like YouTube is the biggest label. YouTube is
Nigga,
Suge Knight.
they sign
YouTube is the
animals,
monopoly.
nigga.
Yeah, bro. I saw a monkey playing PUBG on TikTok.
I wasn't even thinking like that. What? The
Yeah,
monkeys
he's
playing
he's from
PUBG.
China. He has a setup to where he got like his controller is on the wall and he breathes into this thing that allows him to like drive the
What?
car. Like, bro, he's picking up weapons, he's gunning people down from the window, like sliding on niggas, like for real. Like, I'm like, okay,
What?
we're tripping over here. It's time for us to get into the other parts of the world and start
Mhm.
experiencing shit. Because when monkeys, like when we and you think about that, when we play a video game, you're like, oh man, that's a bot. It's probably not a bot. It's probably a fucking monkey
A
that's
fucking
playing.
monkey. Probably a
A
rat or
literal
something.
chimpanzee. Yes, a chimpanzee or a rabbit or something playing a video game as an experiment. Like when you
Bro.
think about the server for video games. Think how fucking popping that they always are. It's always somebody on a server. Always.
I used to think it was people like trying to learning how to hack. Have to not even hack, but actually use the computer, but people really don't be know how to use it. They're
Mm.
creative. They know how to do it in other ways. They'll fuck around and get an animal to do it. Like what the
Yeah.
fuck?
I've fallen into the trend of like I'll just watch somebody else play a game on TikTok sometimes.
Oh yeah. That's
I'll
oh.
just
You seen the Danny Brown podcast where he
mm-mm.
interviewed B King? He said that exact thing. He was like, we're at the age of where as an older person, you don't want to put the time in to try to beat the game or try to get to the difficulty of beating the game. You'd rather watch somebody who's actually good and actually see how it looks like to actually play the game good. And that's
Yeah,
really a show at this point.
it is. It is because I like seeing it. Like I'll watch a nigga play UFC or Mario. Watch them play Mario from start to
Hmm.
beginning and beat the whole game. Like yes, this is what I wanted to see. Like I don't want to see somebody failing at playing it. I want to see somebody that's skilled at playing it, winning, going through each level. Like damn, I could have never did that. Like that nigga bounced off a shell, did a
Like
spin
what?
move.
Something I would have never seen.
I would have never did that. I would have just been stuck
Especially like
because I
something
never
like
beat Mario ever.
GTA.
Hmm.
Something like GTA is definitely like, yeah, let me just watch them. I'm about to be trash at this. They got better guns. Their stuff looks cooler. They got better friends that playing this. Like
Yeah,
their friends are
and at
funnier.
this point, I'm not with the pay to play shit. So my experience be different.
Hmm.
Like I'll be really trying to play and thinking I'm coming up, and it's a nigga that just paid $20 and got all the best guns.
That's why I
So it's
fuck
like,
with
oh man,
Fortnite, man. It's not really pay to play. There's no way to be pay to play. Like you
it's
just
pay to
play.
swag, but
Pay to
you can still
swag.
play. Yeah.
Like 2K at the very beginning, you're paying to play. You best believe you're not about to start out at the beginning like everybody else. These niggas done spent $100 on the first day already. And that they're
Oh
already
yeah.
at like 90, while you at 60 still.
Hmm.
I'm not about to play with
You
y'all.
wondering like, how did this nigga my player get the MVP, Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and all this shit in the first year?
They
I was
paid
just a
for it.
fucking 77. Right.
I was really working on it, bro. Thinking like, oh yeah, like
I
I
must be
didn't
trash.
I didn't pay for no V bucks. I mean VCs on 2K until like last 2K. I'm really grinding on there. I'm not about to spend my money on 2K like that. Especially just to play a game online, a game that's skilled. Like bro, that shit just that's crazy. Folks really be going broke on video games.
And just like with like the music community, you don't even have to know how to fucking play basketball to be good at 2K now.
No, you just talk shit like it's not real.
Hmm.
Like, come on outside, my boy.
Like you on here fucking doing cartwheels and shooting threes when clearly the better play was to throw the ball down court for a fast play. You know what I'm saying? Fast break dunk, but you don't care.
Want your
I
points.
just want to dribble and shoot.
Like, I
But
don't want
yeah,
to play with
I
you.
think the integrity of the game changed, like with everything. Like if everybody really like played for real and you had to earn your shit,
Yeah,
it'd
niggas
be
won't be
different.
playing for real.
Hmm.
It'll be a totally different skill gap. Like, I was I was thinking about getting like the cheapest version of 2K this year, but they changed my mind when I seen what the highest package has.
What it got?
They have a 12-month subscription to League Pass, the basic pass, which has NBA TV on it.
Hmm.
And that
Yeah, they know
costs
how to sweeten the deal.
that costs $9.99 every month.
Yeah, they know how to get your ass.
That's a good deal. And I was already telling myself I'm getting the NBA TV this year because I'm going to watch every Miami Heat game. So this is, I hate that I want that from 2K.
But since you're gonna be doing the niche page, look at it as an investment.
Oh, that is a good
You
point.
need the inside scoop. You
Good point.
need the inside scoop. So it kind of makes sense because you weren't gonna be able to go to every game,
Definitely not.
and maybe you get to see like some behind the scenes footage, some practices, or some
Hmm.
things that the average person wouldn't see that you can speak on in your videos.
Like,
Because there's super fans out there, bro. Just like
bro.
every team has fans, there are super fans that would love that you took the time to, oh wow, you did a special on Kyle Lowry.
nigga, I'm in the Discord right now for a Miami Heat Discord right now, full of just Miami Heat fans from YouTube. Like,
Hmm.
there's a special page for each player, bro. Each player in the NBA, there's a special player. Like, there's an Austin Reeves page. It's just straight Austin Reeves highlights. A different way they're gonna do the highlight. Oh, he's talking about it over
Mm.
here. Oh, this him on Instagram. We're gonna stalk him.
That's hard.
Like, it's just make at this point you really can't think about exactly what the content is. It just make the content within that content. Like, I was gonna say what?
Hold on, once I'm still here. I just gotta hit this little button real quick. Hold on.
Hey, since YouTube doing the 500 subscribers now and doing 3 million on a 3 million views on shorts, I feel like I can get that in 9 months. That's
Which one?
literally
The 3 million or
the three. Nah, cause you have to do both of them. But if you do 3 million, I'm pretty sure you can get 500 subscribers. Like, that's if you don't get 500 subscribers, that's crazy. After 3 million views, but that's literally just 11 videos each day for 90 days for 3,000 views each one for shorts. And shorts be going crazy.
they really do. I had some really nice success with shorts. Like I fucked around and posted one that got 14.5 thousand views.
Woo.
And I don't even know how. Like, oh,
See, just just need one of those. You down there done for the day. You only got to post the other 10, the other nine. Like, I'm really about to try to go for that, bro. And
yeah,
then,
that's basically what everybody that I watch says is like you really just gotta have a strategy. Like don't just blindly do the shit. Like pick
hmm
pick the one that you're gonna attack. Like I think it would be a lot harder for me to get 1,000 subscribers than it would for me to get 4,000 watch hours on my animal page
hmm
because after I after I do these 2 minute videos for so long, I'm gonna be able to do 10-minute videos and 20-minute videos at a certain point. And if I can, do
oh,
like you say, less videos but longer watch time, I could do that.
I'm gonna give you an idea now. Compilations of your videos for long
Mm.
form. That's your cheat
Mm-hmm.
code.
The reptile,
Yeah.
the yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you can double up on some of the videos, be like this week's, this month's version, or
Mm-hmm.
the favorites of or whatever, like the top picks of this week. Like, you can really get picky with it.
Like my goal is to just like make so many of them that I don't even have to have a schedule.
Uh huh.
Like I
Just
can
post.
just make them and then schedule them one to post every day. Because
Mm-hmm.
the goal of it is not to, ooh, let me make sure I share it. It's that it's a consistent animal page that people are going to come to. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and all of that like mind stuff where you have to tell people to subscribe, tell people to share, tell people to comment. All that shit is like legitimate brain stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to tell people shit like that because they really will just, damn, I enjoyed that, but they ain't tell me to do nothing, so I'm gonna just watch another one.
Well, matter of fact,
You literally have to tell them.
since y'all watching this, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button,
Hmm.
comment, comment what y'all want to see us
Hmm.
do next on here, because episode 50 is definitely coming soon. What are you saying?
Like literally commenting, like literally just getting people to complete an action. Like you can be like, put a one in the comments if you disagree with Shaq should be mentioned along with goats like Michael Jordan.
Mm, like
You know what I'm
simple
saying? And then
shit.
that, yeah, and that could become a video topic because literally and slickly, the fact that I just said that, I really do feel like that. I was talking to somebody about that the other day. Like, why is Shaq not mentioned in GOAT conversations?
I feel like he is sometimes, but
It's
it's
not
so many
even never brought
people.
up. Kobe Jordan Mike. I mean, Kobe Jordan
Cause he,
Brian.
because he doesn't he's when you look at him like I test, he's probably like one of the ghosts from like okay, he's dominant. But when you look at all his stats, when you look at them individually, like in the vacuum, it's like okay, they're crazy, but they're not better than this person's. They're not better than this person's. They're not better than this person's. It's like what
Hmm.
does he hold as just the best? Like LeBron has the number one person as the record and has been in the finals for 10 times. Shaq has with 4 rings.
But as we say, it ain't always like the accomplishment itself because Bill Russell got 11,
To,
and we don't call him the GOAT.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Some do.
it's he has it, but he doesn't have. They're like right at the bar, but they don't exceed him. He's almost at the same tier as damn near at the same tier
Tim
as
Duncan.
no, yeah, Tim Duncan in
Has he
Curry.
got what, 4 rings or three
Wow,
rings? And then what are we talking
yeah,
about? That's what I was saying. I was like, Shaq got an MVP. He got several defensive player, first
but
team,
if you look at him compared to
all
Tim
time.
Duncan, who looks better though? Eye to eye is Shaq, but you look at the stats, it's Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, damn, you got to argue against Tim Duncan. Why you can't really argue as being the goat then? Like you got to argue against Curry right now.
Yeah, I've been seeing them have that talk about him, and Gil basically baited him into saying that. Like he was like, "You think you're the best point guard of all time?" Like
Hmm.
what did you think he was gonna say? Nah, I'm not.
Like
Like,
what?
bro.
I have 4 rings, bro.
And they've been saying, it just depends. Like, the OGs on First Take. Um, well, it depends. Do you want a point guard or do you want what do you want? You know what I'm saying? They said if you want a point guard, then Magic Johnson is the greatest. But if you want, a generational player, then you pick Steph. But I feel like they both kind of do the same
So
thing.
like
Like
Magic's
honestly,
generational.
he for what Steph does with the three ball, Magic does with his passing. Like you don't want to come off of Magic. You want to try to shut him down and stop his ball movement. So that's kind of like stopping him from shooting the three.
Passing
But with
and
Steph,
being a big guard. Like he was a big point guard. Like he was one of the first big point guards.
I forgot what his name was because I stopped watching him. Damn. But he grew his hair back. He's the super LeBron fan, the white dude on First Take.
Not Skip.
But he was not Skip.
S-
Nick,
I feel like I know what you're
Nick.
talking
I
about.
forgot his name.
Super
But
skinny.
yeah, he finally got some hair that grew
Look
back and shit.
old.
But he was talking about how like Steph's position is something that can be repeated quicker than Magic's position. That was his argument.
Curry skin.
That was his argument. Is because of Steph's size, what he did in his position, he said there'll be another Steph Curry before there will another Magic
Mm,
Johnson.
that's a good point. That's a good point.
Because everybody's finna try to start shooting that three. Everybody's finna try to start shooting it. Like I think going forward, that's gonna be like a unanimous thing is to have a potent three ball.
You want to know some fun facts? The number one 3 point shooter right now in this era, in the 2010s, what 2020s, is Buddy Hill.
I can believe that. Yeah.
Like, it's somebody that you wouldn't expect. Just shows you, like, yeah, niggas are shooting right now. It's
hmm
going to be somebody pop up out of nowhere that's really going to shoot it, especially in
But I think
2025.
I think as far as being like Steph, like I really hate that he's so like when you're so good or
What did you say? Your mic went out.
uh, when you're doing shit right, people don't really have anything to say. But people are going to overlook the fact that Steph like equally practiced his ball handling just as much as he did shooting the ball.
Yeah,
Like it goes
his
hand to
core.
hand. Like they look over that like, oh, he's the greatest shooter, but for him to have the stamina to run off screens all game long and still have the legs to shoot cush threes, not bouncing off the rim, not
Perfect.
bouncing off the backboard, cush pack bottom of the net threes all game long. That's a different. I don't think it's going to be another Steph as easily as people say
Why not? Besides the
because of
stamina,
because of
because
the
like you can
because of the
replicate it.
intangibles because of the intangibles, and I think it's a mindset thing that is not really existing because like you say with people saying, hey, I'll just get paid, there's really no need to go Russell Westbrook or go Kobe Bryant if well shit, if I go to Houston, y'all gonna pay me 296 million. If I go to OKC, y'all gonna pay me 385 million. How I am currently, there's no need for me to lock in because you're accepting me, you know what I'm saying, at these high dollar amounts as is.
So you
So
saying
I
there
don't
are
think
no more like dogs in the game anymore? Like young players coming in as dogs anymore?
I won't say that they don't exist. I'll say that the need for them is going down because of the fact that they'll throw money at you as you are.
Mm.
Like you either gonna prove yourself and stay somewhere, or you're gonna be a Batman to somebody's Robin and then go somewhere else and get your money. But you don't unless you're a person like who's some like Clay. He would he would be foolish to go anywhere else.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
when it's situations like that, like think if Clay really got his handles like Steph and you know what I'm saying worked. Not saying he
Tried to get
don't
a
work as hard,
title.
and I'm not saying he don't. You know what I'm saying? Because his craft is his craft, but
You think he'll
what
end up
he's doing,
like
he's
Kyrie?
a Ray Allen. He's a Ray Allen. He's gonna be a Ray Allen.
That that is kind of crazy thinking about that.
He's gonna
He's
be a
the
shooter that has longevity in the game because he's gonna be a spot up shooter
and it's crazy because that's not even a bad thing. It's just so happened that you
at
have
all.
the greatest shooter of all time right beside you.
Hmm.
It's like, yeah, you're the best shooter. You're the Ray Allen of your time, but shit, you got the Curry beside you.
But if Curry goes down, then that's Clay's dynasty. So he got to live and die with Steph because if he went anywhere else, he's going to be required to do more, and that might make his money go down.
Hmm. The only thing
Because
he's gonna be able to
we
like
ain't
sustain
seen
that health.
we haven't seen him dribble. We haven't seen him really come off, you know what I'm saying, and really break a nigga down from the top of the key. He'll give you a quick two dribbles pass, get it back. You
Not
know what
as
I'm
the
saying? He's
main
not.
person.
Yeah, nah, he's not doing that. He's really, if he wasn't as good of a shooter that he was, he would be Harrison Barnes. He would have been in the
Nah,
same role as Harrison
I
Barnes.
put
If
him
he
over
wasn't as
Harrison.
good of a shooter, he just is so good of a shooter, we haven't had to see him do much. He's so good at shooting,
But
we
the
don't
shooter
see.
helps though.
Think about exactly. But if you had to do anything else,
I mean,
you
fuck it.
would
He's a shooter.
Just like
That's
with Draymond. If you had to do anything else, you would just be a C plus player on any team.
I can see that with Draymond, but Clay, I can't put him that low. Like I will put him down there in the level with Bradley Beal.
That's kind of low, even though we love Bradley
Really?
Beal, but Bradley Beal is relatively low on the superstar list. Like if you would have said Devin Booker, I would have felt like you felt a little differently
Nah,
about Clay.
not
But that's
Devin
what I'm
Booker level.
saying. Clay is low B minus player without Steph, without the system that he's just like with Kawhi. I think it was the same thing with Kawhi
So you
Leonard.
put Harrison Barnes in that level then? That's why I was arguing, I guess, because you said Harrison Barnes. It was. I was like, I wouldn't put him on
I
the
would
level of
say
Harrison
I would
Barnes.
say his value would be what Harrison Barnes was if he couldn't shoot as well.
Yeah. Okay. If
Because
he
he
couldn't
don't do
shoot as
anything
well,
else.
yeah.
He don't do anything else so well that we go, Clay is a lockdown defender. Oh, Clay, blah 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 blah. No,
I mean, but
he gets
Curry isn't either
open.
though. Curry is on lockdown defender.
Curry would even without his jumper, he's been getting to the basket. He just had bad
Clay can
ankles.
too though. Clay can get to the basket. That's how I put him on the level as like Bradley Beal. Like if he was really consistent and actually working on it, like trying to be the leader of the
Yeah,
team, I could see him being as levels like Bradley Beal.
I can see him being like a third option,
Yeah,
like the Chris Bosh of a trio. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, he's not even gonna be the number two. If he got to get away, if he has to get away from Steph, he's not even gonna be the number two. He's gonna be the third option.
that leads to my question: who do you have as a better player during that dynasty, Clay or Draymond? Because now I'm maturing, I'm realizing like it was probably Draymond in that dynasty because he was down there averaging a triple double. Men almost had a quadruple double with
Yeah,
blocks and assists. I mean steals.
I would definitely say Draymond because like I'm saying, when Clay does what he's supposed to do, it works. But when he don't, it fucks shit up. Like
Definitely,
this year, when he couldn't even get past 17, 18 points, missing, going 6 for 18, it affected them. Even though Draymond, like you say, he does so much other stuff, he don't never have to score over 10 points to be effective to the game.
definitely don't.
But when he does, and Clay don't score, then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, no. Draymond was gonna do what he was gonna do regardless of whether Clay was here or not. So
Hmm.
yeah, I would say Draymond definitely the more important player on that team.
Like that it was a question I meant to ask you earlier about the Curry saying he's probably like the best point guard of all time, right?
Hmm.
Why does Curry not get killed for that, but LeBron does?
What did LeBron say he was the best of?
He said he felt like the GOAT after the 2016 title, being the 3-1 Warriors.
Well, I think the thing is LeBron gets scrutiny, Curry gets scrutiny. It's just we pay attention to LeBron's more. I think everybody gets shit talked about him, but because LeBron is the more popular player, it seems like we come down on him the most.
Really?
Because I remember for a while, niggas was like, man, Curry ain't no motherfucking GOAT. Curry ain't this. Curry ain't that. So, yeah, we talk shit about him equally. It's just that LeBron is the most popular. So, by default, his scrutiny gets put in bold letters. But we talk shit about Kawhi. We talk shit about Paul George. We talk shit about Russ. We talk shit about AD. We talk shit about everybody. Everybody gets it.
Except for
We call
Curry.
we call Luka fat. We say Curry soft. We say Curry,
No,
man, that nigga ain't no goat. He ain't
but he doesn't get scrutinized for saying that he was the best point guard though. People just goes with it.
Oh, they're talking shit about him, please believe. We like today when I was watching that interview, Nick Nick I think his name is Nick Nurse. Nick and uh not Jalen. Who is the black dude that he fucking talks to? I don't know. But he was talking to him and they were talking about it. So everybody's been saying, Curry is out of his fucking mind and you know,
No show like
but they've
that's
also have people that's been saying that he's justified to say it too because of his accolades. Because he was like I saw also the comparisons was like, okay, Curry took a relatively, but not relatively, statistically wise, because none of the Curry's teammates was Hall of Famers. all of Magic's teammates was Hall of Famers and first rounders. James Worthy, Kareem
Hmm.
Abdul-Jabbar, and I forgot who the third person was, but he was drafted, number 12 in the second round. So that's damn near like first round.
Hmm.
So they were saying based off of what Magic had to work with, it's like shit. If you're good, you should be able to operate with Kareem of all people. He was one of the most dominant, the nigga, the scoring goat at the time. He
Like he
just
literally
got his
came into
record
a
passed.
dynasty.
Yeah, you walked into a dynasty, bro. Like, not saying that you couldn't have came in and fucked that up. Like, you could have easily came in and been a trash ass nigga and just fucked it all up, but you didn't. So you got that against you. And then Curry, they were saying like, well, he took his franchise, who had only been to the finals once with Wilt Chamberlain so many years ago. He brought them to the finals, brought them into contention to where they was there a couple times and won. So
Yeah,
I think
they got
Curry's path is
numbers.
just a little different. So I can't say like I don't even like to compare generations. I think everybody was a reiteration of everybody, and once they saw the previous person, they added on to what they did. So by default, they're better, just by default. So there's no need to compare. I think everybody knows that Kobe bit Jordan, but the way
Hmm.
that Kobe was doing what Jordan was doing was an enhanced version. LeBron and Jordan don't have the same game. They just so happen to be in the same position. So it's no need to compare them like that, really.
Comparisons be ruining the game sometimes.
Yeah. Like, well, I mean, shit, just like really appreciate the greatness. Like, just look at the fact that we're arguing about who's the greatest of all time. Like, the fact that we're arguing and it's all us in it, that right there should say something. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Like I'm part of the greatest. Like either way, I
yeah,
can't even be mad about
either
it.
way, you know what I'm saying? Either way, like, I think Stephen A. Smith was like, it's crazy that people would be mad that some people put Jordan at number one and somebody put LeBron at number two. That was like number two all time. Like,
Yeah.
that's not a diss. That is not a diss. Sure,
Hmm.
it's an opinion. Everybody's opinion is what it is, but either way, that's still not a diss for a nigga to even mention you in the top, you know what I'm saying, five names. Like, we can't deny at this point that LeBron done something.
Yeah.
You can't deny it at this point. Like, if you don't want to say he's better than Jordan, cool, but he done something because he done jumped over everybody. Only other white boy that I hear mentioned in the mix is Larry Bird.
And Larry Bird was cold. And he was
Cold,
injured.
cold.
That's the crazy part. Larry Bird was fucking old and injured hooping on these folks.
Yeah.
Like Luca is gonna be hooping for a minute. If
Mm-hmm.
Larry was able to do that early, now I'm starting to think that Luca might be able to be the one to break the NBA record for the points if he continues going. If he keeps his health
Yeah.
up, he's possible to touch that.
And that's crazy. It's gonna be like I was looking at like, damn, why the USA don't have these people and these people? But I'm seeing that
It's
we don't really
FIFA.
have a lot of American players.
No, we
It's
do.
a lot.
Niggas are
It's a
scared,
lot
bro.
of. I don't know if that is all the case, but some of the players that I think are black, like who was I looking at? Jordan Clarkson,
Yeah, he
Filipino.
Filipino. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? All these players, I'm like, oh yeah, if that nigga would have came, we would have been straight. Nope, this nigga is Canadian. This nigga right here is from Africa. Like,
hmm
so the ones like that could have came to represent like Paul George. Like, I don't know what the fuck Paul George. Like, you so happy on your podcast that you don't like that. That bothers me honestly. That you're in the NBA and you be on your podcast more than you be on the court and have the most shit to talk. That
I
bothers
guess it was the young players that got in his heads. They feel like he's the goat.
and that's the problem, bro. Like, why are you, Paul? Paul, you're good, you're great, but it's just a small piece of the generation that feels like that about you, bro.
It's the
And
kids.
don't let that feed your ego. Like you still, if you can hoop, hoop. You got nothing but opportunity because Kawhi is down. Which I think this probably finna be Kawhi last year. If he can't hoop this year,
Think he's gonna
I think he
retire?
might. Hell yeah.
I think they
Kawhi
gonna
don't seem
trade
like the
him.
type of person. He don't seem like the type of person that would continue to just fucking drag his life on somewhere he don't want to be. Like if it ain't
Yeah.
working for him no more, he seemed like he'll just be like, man, I'm out.
If it's two people, it's Kawhi and Kyrie.
Yeah, yeah.
They will
They'll be like,
leave.
oh, okay, well, yeah, shit, I'm cool. I'm a gonna head out. What you mean? You just leaving? Nah, I'm turning in my jersey completely tonight. Like, damn.
Like fuck this shit. I don't need this shit. I
Mm-hmm.
got my money already. I got $100 million in my bank account already. What do I need y'all for anymore? Was you gonna steal my money? It's already in my bank account, and you still guaranteed to pay me another 50 million. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't need this.
So yeah, if he can't, cause think about it. Like these are human beings and shit like that too. So Kawhi, if he is or is not injured or whatever might be wrong with him, he probably don't want to keep hearing that shit everywhere he goes, and you know what I'm saying. He probably just taking it with.
Well, I don't use social media, do
You
we?
ain't gonna suit up. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't see him as a social media user type of guy.
Nah, that
My
nigga don't be on
Instagram,
no social media at all, and that's
bro.
crazy. Like to be so famous and you just don't fuck with it.
I mean, you're already famous, so it's like, what do I need to fuck with y'all like this for? Y'all already know what I'm about to do. I got cameras on me for hours throughout the day when I come into the building already. I got to do these commercials. Yeah, I'm not about to be on social media. Y'all will see me when y'all see me.
Yeah, I can see how that would. I was talking to one of my homies, and he was like, "Man, one of my friends, he was talking about how he only wanted like 1,000 fans so he could have intimate shows." But I'm like, man, nah, I want that type of. I get annoyed with people in public type of fame, and I'm like,
Hmm.
you would really want that though? Like, I think people just be saying that shit honestly. Like, if you a person with like social anxiety, like I know I am, I don't like being around a lot of people for a long time forcibly. Like if I can
Right.
go and then get gone, cool. But if I'm just trying to like, oh man, I need to go get some crackers from the store and I can't just run to the store without it being like pandemonium and shit
Meeting
like that, that
everybody.
would, yeah. He's saying that he would want that. Like I'm
Good.
cool on all that. Like you can give me the money and I would like to still be able to go to Target. That's how I want, you know what I'm saying? I want the shit to where I could be 115 M's up, but I can still go in Target and buy some socks or something and
Right.
nobody is like,
Some deodorant at least.
yeah,
Without being
like
on
what the fuck?
camera.
Oh my God. Nobody knows. Or maybe, you know what I'm saying, one or a few people know, but they're cool about it. Like, oh, what's up? And go about it.
You know what's crazy to think about? We see all these rappers and like NBA players on social media all the time, but we really don't see like actors on social media, the ones who are really on camera.
Yeah, I mean, unless somebody is holding it up to them, like, yeah, I don't really see a lot of personal usage. But you got to think about it, like everything that they do is pretty much scripted. Like if you're an actor, you probably got a special person that takes your Instagram photos to make them
Hmm.
look a certain way. You can't just you can't just go live. You have to clear with your publicist and
You gotta go to your
make
live
sure that
room.
you yeah, make sure that you promote this or make sure you have on this item. Like, so yeah, I don't know. That shit would seem like too scripted at a certain point. I don't think really anything on the internet is real at this stage.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
I think
nervous.
it's
AI has
so yeah,
fucked me up.
it's it's so much ability to duplicate and fucking replicate shit, and it's people that do lie on the internet and it's people that do tell the truth, but the shit is all so mixed together that it's like I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to see it in person. Like you're gonna have to fucking put it in my hand or something.
I I forgot where I was thinking about this from, but have you ever thought about NBA players being clones? Like some of them being clones?
Definitely, definitely, because I can believe that a lot of this shit is scripted. Like a lot of this shit is scripted. Like maybe not the way that we think, but I definitely think certain outcomes are more favorable to happen
Hmm.
based off of someone knowing. Like it ain't just, a coincidence that Boston started getting injured before it was, time to play Miami. And then Miami started getting
Hmm.
injured before it was time to play Denver. And LeBron got injured before, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think everything is kind of like set up in a storyline
You see
for the
the
best
coach,
outcome.
not the coach, but the referee who was being investigated for being a fan of the Celtics, but was being a referee for the Celtics during the finals, we're during the playoffs.
I can believe it.
But
What
they,
do you do?
bro, he had like a crazy record of like 56 and like 32 whenever he refereed for the Celtics, and he was like a lifetime Celtics fan. His family was a Celtics fan. He had like a whole burner account as a Celtics fan, bro. Got caught up in
Damn,
everything, but
damn.
they put an investigation on him after the finals because he was the same referee during the when LeBron was on his knees and Patrick Beverly was on the holding the camera up when they was
Hmm.
playing the Celtics. It was that same
Yeah.
referee.
Mm.
That same
And
referee.
I think the players be knowing too. Like they just have
Definitely.
to keep a certain level of because they get don't they get fined for that? They get fined for saying that the ref was bad or the
Yeah.
calls. Like they get fined and shit for talking bad about them.
Andre Iguodala was talking about the how he knows that some situations are out of our control. How sometimes you have to play better than winning. You have to really, really win the game. You don't have to blow out in order to win by one because you know
Hmm.
that they're going to cheat you.
And you can kind of see it sometimes. Like think about the games where we done been like, oh man, this team done shot 15 free throws and the other team done only shot one.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah,
mean no one is getting fouled? Like, you know what I'm
no
saying?
one,
Nothing? Like,
no
come on,
one.
man. Like sometimes y'all make like I think certain teams have a storyline. Like I think the New York Knicks is one of those teams where they're never supposed to actually win, but they're supposed to make the city feel like they are.
They're
And
in the
then
market of feeling hell yeah, but on the other side, no. You, I feel like that's the reason why some players have the certain attitudes that they have. Like Kawhi, he's super chill. He's ready to quit because he knows what his script is. He knows he's probably about to have the D Rose effect, but instead of the MVPs, you about to get a Finals MVP, and no, you about to get two Finals MVP. Fuck it, instead of the regular MVP. Instead of getting real deal injured, you can get injured like this, but you can stay out. You can stay out. You can do what you want. You're not about to have a long career. Just do what you want. And this nigga just chilling. Fuck this
yeah,
shit. Chris Paul.
players like yep, certain
He
like he's definitely part of the storyline because he didn't been in everybody's story.
every story, bro.
Been in everybody's.
You
He's in
look
the
at
story now this year. He's gonna be in a story again.
yes, every fucking year he's
Oh,
part of it,
is it
bro.
a coincidence that he's the president? Just saying. He knows all the storylines, so he knows. Well, let me get away from James Harden. This is gonna be James Harden's fucking Kobe year. Let me get beside him. This is
Bro.
gonna be Curry's fucking Kobe year. Let me get beside him. This is gonna be the link up of KD and D Book. Let me get beside him. But right on cue, I'm out. Right at
That's
the finals, right
crazy.
before it's time for me to change the storyline because I'm part of the storyline. Oh yeah, Chris Paul, he gets to the finals and he gets injured. He's okay with that because he's getting millions. millions every year.
You ever seen his record, like his like career record in wins?
Mm-mm.
He has a crazy ratio. Like he's always been on a good team. Like not even a good team. He's always made his team good. I'll say
Mm-hmm.
all his teams
The
since for the past
Clippers,
10 years or so have been amazing teams. The Clippers,
the
daring into the
Pelicans.
finals. Bro, he has a top 50 player season when he played for the Pelicans
Yeah,
in 2000,
that
I
was when he
believe
was.
6.
I think that was probably before he knew the script. Before he knew
Yes,
what the script was, he was really trying it and saw, damn, it don't matter how good I am. It ain't for me. This is
bro.
LeBron and Kobe,
Not even LeBron and Kobe. It was LeBron,
Boston
Kobe,
Celtics,
D
Bird.
Wade, the
Yeah.
Celtics. Dirk is in there. But he was top 3 in the MVP races. That was before he got
Oh,
injured.
I remember. I remember Chris Paul. He became Chris Paul for a reason. Like we didn't
Point
just
guard.
yeah, we didn't just start being like, Chris Paul is one of the best. Like I think Chris Paul is in the running for one of the greatest point guards of all time.
He was
Just
until
because,
Curry.
well,
Unfortunately,
just
I feel like
because of
that's the
how he
beef for
plays
him.
his position only, not that. Just because of how he plays the position, like a Isaiah Thomas level respect.
I would say, Magic Johnson respect if he had the same accolades. If he didn't get injured, and if Chris Paul did not get injured in none of these seasons, I truly believe he will have a Magic Johnson career with multiple rings, with multiple MVPs by the teams that he's been on.
I forgot about OKC.
I forgot about that team, and he brought that team up. He really could have been
Hmm.
in MVP toss then.
Was Paul George there that year? Paul George,
No, I don't,
Russell Wilson.
that was after all of them though.
Oh, okay.
That's when they got all the
Well,
young
yeah,
picks with Shy.
he had the potential to like. I think his best chance was the year with the Rockets
Yeah,
when James
2016.
Harden was just fucking sneezing on everybody. When he just
Just blaze. Get out the way. I'm popping it. I'm shooting a three. I don't care if you touch me, my boy. I'm shooting it.
man, that was probably gonna be my guy.
That
You
was
know
my
how
guy.
like after you know what I'm saying LeBron leaves and Kobe, you know what I'm saying after all those players was gonna leave, I think James Harden would have been the player that I would have been like, oh yeah, I fuck with James, like James, but he just stopped.
He didn't have the
That's really
mentality.
disappointing, man.
I didn't
And I
think
think that goes along with he got so much money that he don't have to get better.
that.
Y'all paying me off my old resume.
That's what I was about to say. I couldn't see Harden becoming a face by the way he acts, bro. He the man is in a strip club every other night while putting up a 60-point triple double.
Yeah, you're not taking shit serious if you're doing that.
You're legit
If I'm
like
fucking eating rings and fucking getting ass bounced on me and throwing ones, and I'm still pulling up, dropping 60 with 10 assists.
he could, bro. James
Get out of
Harden
here.
could have been the one to drop a 80-point triple double if he legit tried to. If he legit
Easily.
work, probably no. Fuck that. He probably could have been the one to put 100 points if he pulled out
He,
the free throws.
he definitely could have hit over 100 points in a
Yes,
game. He definitely could with ease because James, what I liked about him, like, I like guards that don't have a conscience after they start scoring.
hmm
That's what I like. I like a person that, oh, okay, we are up by fucking 14 and it's the second quarter. I could take it easy, but since I'm hot, keep giving it to me until I fucking cool off. And if I fuck around and end up with 43 at the end
chunking
of
it
this half, I'm shooting it and I'm gonna continue shooting it.
with hella 4 pointers. Like I'm hitting these threes. I'm not just shooting a three like Curry. You're going to hit me. I'm not little.
Hmm.
I'm in the air with you. I think that was the difference with Curry and him. James Harden is
Yeah,
never like
James
6'6".
and James really knew how to get contact from a shot and still make the shot. That was what was fucking people up. Is that
Boy,
he knew how to do that shit and hey, I'm a tip tap blap blap blap, and then I'm gonna step back 2 times and get you like you really tired because you done jumped at 2 flinches, a hezzy that I really wasn't gonna dribble on, and then I stepped back anyways, and now you falling on me and shit, and I was gonna hit the shot anyways. I just did all that so you would fucking lazily fall on me. Like
bro,
Harden definitely was taking the game to another level offensively.
I did some a little research just to see how realistic it is for James Harden to actually hit the 100 points. The same man who hit a 60-point triple double. I'm still amazed by that. Like that's literally my goal in 2K a lot of times, just to hit a 60-point triple double every time if I got a shooting guard or a point guard. I, I'm literally just gonna do that and I'm done for the game. Like you can take me out the game, I'm done. But the most 3 pointers in the game, 14. 14 three
Damn.
pointers. That's the easy like 42 points right there.
Yeah.
That's 42 points from threes.
Mm.
most free throws attempts ever in history with Dwight Howard with 39. He did it twice at that. He didn't do it once. He did that twice. So that's not even a once in a lifetime chance.
Mm.
That's easy 30. If he hit half of those, that's another 20 points right there.
And James was notorious for getting to the free throw line
And he's gonna hit them.
and the and ones. He was man, yeah. He would have that would have been at least every every foul would have been about 3 points.
I didn't even think about
So
that.
let's
That's
every foul would have been 3 points
with the two
because
pointers.
he's gonna hit it.
Then I went up to
So
the
he ain't never he's never scoring a two unless he gets
yeah,
fouled
unless it's a
early
foul,
on the
yeah.
free throw.
Even if he hit a
So
three
yeah,
pointer,
that
that's a
nigga
4 point
definitely
play.
right. That nigga definitely could have scored 100 easily.
If I was him, if and I went to the playoffs, and if it's a trash team in the first round, I am going for 100 points. Fuck trying to win. We know we can win this, bro. Give me my 100
Yeah,
points, bro.
if I had like a magic pill and a time machine, I would definitely swap bodies out with James Harden for that
I'm
moment.
about to kill y'all.
Go ahead and put this because James, listen. I have to tell him like James, listen. If you score this 100 and whatever points, bro, you will be able to get on any team that you need to get on after this. So just
You can call up
stay in
anybody.
Houston, stay in Houston because you know they didn't think you was coming back this year, and just go crazy one more time this year. Y'all might even have won
100 points, bro. Just 25 points each quarter, bro.
easy. And he would have did it so strategically. He damn near would have probably, like you said, he would have probably did. He probably would have. I feel like James is the type of nigga that hit 7 threes in a quarter. Just
Seven
if
in a
it's
quarter.
going like that, he'll hit seven in a
I
quarter.
can see that.
If it's if it's just okay, and if he was able to pop the game off scoring more than 25 in the first quarter, the rest would be a breeze.
Bro,
If
that's
he fucked around and had like what 21, 7 threes in the quarter, that's 21, and then a few layups, and you went to
not.
the free throw line.
You keep on breaking down even less than that. You could literally just do 6 free throws. As long as you get 6 free throws, all you gotta do is three threes and five 2 pointers. You
And he
know,
could do that with ease.
yeah, when you really break it down like that, that's easy for you. Okay, I'm going in real quick. Okay, 3 pointer,
Two
going
floaters,
in.
two
Easy
floaters to open
floaters.
them up. Yep, two floaters to open them up. Then once they start biting on that, that's when you pump fake, dribble up, got somebody in the air, and one.
I got to dunk now. That's another one.
Yeah,
Like, bro.
like he has so many varieties of ways that he could come in there. Like that's really what it was. Like I hate whatever happened to James. Whatever the fuck happened to his love of the game, I hate that that shit happened because he was gonna be a special player.
I think Houston killed his
Whatever,
love.
yeah, because he definitely had a different. The Mohawk swag was different. All that was different. Like that nigga got elbowed by Ron Artest.
Ooh.
Damn near got his head took off.
I think that's when the
You
killer
know, I
came
would.
out though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, yeah, if that wouldn't have happened, he probably wouldn't have been who he was. So that made him a little tougher.
Yeah, because he was ready to take any elbow. If he was able to take that and came back from that, yeah, fuck y'all. I could take any elbow to the face.
And I'm a Lakers fan, but I don't know what my nigga Ron Artest was fucking thinking. Like, I don't know if he really did that on purpose
My boy got
or was
possessed.
he really just celebrating. Cause you gotta think about sometimes when you be like, yeah, you might fuck around and like throw a punch,
Yeah, Paul
but
Pierce.
yeah. Or like Jordan after he, hit the little mid range
Mm.
hesitation, he turned around and
That shit get dangerous though. That shit get super dangerous. That's why I like just turning around calmly first, cause you don't know who right behind you. Cause you know sometimes you run backwards and somebody right behind you. Imagine you swinging at that situation.
and because players love to run up to you and try to like bump chest and yeah,
Man,
nigga, you
you
know,
done
beat
knocked out
the
your
crap.
best friend.
My bad, bro.
Damn, you can't
But
even
I,
play
I
no
like
more.
those. I like those kind of reactions and celebrations where they don't do shit. Like they just like when Derrick Rose hit that fucking last
Yeah, the
minute three off
face.
the glass, that nigga just looked stone
Mm,
faced. Like that's slickly harder than celebrating. Honestly, like it's
Dame.
nothing. Yeah, that's harder. That's harder than everything. Like I remember hearing Paul George break down that shot, saying how yeah it was a bad shot, and he was like, shit, I did think it was a bad shot, like I just didn't expect him to shoot it from that far.
I
But
mean,
how do you like
how
where's
do you
that
feel
from?
about that comment? Because I'm not really mad about that because it's like, who the fuck is shooting that easily? And it's like he wasn't even like too crazy far back because he can't get too close to him either. You can't get that
Look,
close to the name like that.
my thing is this. If I'm an NBA player and I've been doing my scouting report on Dame, I know he can hit that shit. I've been seeing him shoot damn near from there all year
So you'll
or
go up
close
on
to
him,
it. Fuck yeah. If you pass me, at least you don't get a three off and
but
I can
he,
get some help.
but you got to think about that. Look how far he was. Even if he blew past you, he still had enough room to still get another three. He had another chance. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it was that far back. Like he was really at
That's
half
what I'm
court.
saying. You might as well just get all the way up on him.
Then
What
like
it was Paul George was scared. It wasn't
that too.
it
Yeah.
was it was it was a little bit of time left and you should have came with the aggression. Like I don't understand at the end of the game, why the fuck are you allowing the other team to gain their composure and
How
get a,
many
you know what I'm
fouls did he
saying?
have? That might make a
It, it,
difference.
it,
If he had one,
it,
I mean, if he had
Paul,
like one last,
Paul George is not a big fouler, so I doubt he was even close to five. Even if he had four, even if he had five, like nah, bro, you should have used your size and made it uncomfortable for him. You shouldn't have let him get them little like I don't know, bro. Like I'm
it's
thinking
a
about
distance
Paul George.
shots because even
You're
you would
looking
do
at
the
him
shot
look at the
though.
clock. You're looking at him look at the clock and size you up. Like you're a hooper, bro. You know what he's doing. He not finna pass this bitch.
No,
So
not to
I
pass it, but to at least get try to get past me though. Like he does have the
yeah,
size, but if it was anybody else, I can understand that. But it's Dame at the end of the day. Dame is one of the guards who's able to shoot the three, but also able to go in the paint and yam on your ass.
I would have been willing to take the possibility of my defense helping because I feel like Dame. would pull a LeBron and make the best play. I don't think he would force a shot. So I would think if I'm Paul George, I'm going out to Dame and I'm making it to where he has to like
About to watch a clip,
get a,
clip of it.
he got to get his dribble comfortable, not with me allowing him to do it in front of me though.
You see
Like
the
I'm gonna be rushing you. Hold on. Yeah,
all right, like from right
he
here.
didn't shoot. He didn't shoot it from right there though.
Yeah.
He didn't shoot it from right there. He
Oh,
kind of went over to the right. Like watch, he finna scoot up some. He ain't finna shoot it from right there. Damn.
that's what I'm saying. Like he really did play defense. It was just like Dame really hit a hard ass shot. So I can't really get mad at Paul for saying it because he played defense. He's
So let's
there.
let's let's back it up again. Let's back it up. Back it up
Oh, let's
and
go in
let's
slow
look.
mo. Let's
Okay.
go.
So okay, pause it here.
Mm-hmm.
If Paul George does decide to step up, which I think he should,
Mm-hmm.
everybody is matched up.
All look at the space though. Look at how far everybody is.
But everybody's matched up though. So if he steps up on Dame, I mean, shit, all Dame could do was either shoot a mid range.
Nah,
Oh,
if
shit,
he
okay,
step
it's a
up on
116
Dame,
and one.
he's blowing past
Okay,
him.
okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I don't think so. I don't
You
think he
don't,
would have had that easy of a blow pass because just they play. It looks like a 2-3 zone. So three people are right there in the paint.
nah. This man to man. This man to man right here. They on man. They opening it up for this one on one. This ISO right here. They giving a full ISO. So and it's a crazy ISO because it's dumb space. It's not like a you just at the three type of ISO. You just in the two. This man used the whole half of the court, bro.
Hey, I still would have had to press him though. Like I would have had to press him. Like I
So
like
if Dame pressed
all
you
this
right
time
here and did like a nice little two dribble and just took off just a quick little two, I mean for a three right here, which shot would you take? This shot, you would you expect him to hit this shot or a nice little tween and get past me? Cause Dame is getting past Paul, bro.
he is.
Dame is getting
I
past
would
Paul.
gamble at 6 seconds. At 6 seconds,
Yeah, you got
I
to make
would
a split
gamble.
decision.
I would gamble with him driving past and missing like a off balance. Because if he got past Paul, he gonna have some free space in that middle area because no one's gonna be able to recover.
And he just
So
needs, he literally just need 1 point. So he really just, he took a wild shot. This, this, I
it
wouldn't
really
expect anybody to try to shoot this.
it technically by it being tied, it wasn't that wild of a shot. It's a well, I guess it's a Hail Mary,
Yeah, it's a
but
Hail
I
Mary for
think the
sure.
fact that he precised that bitch is
Yeah,
what makes it fucked up.
bro,
Like
it was a perfect shot. Like them was swapped in there,
play
bro.
it again. Play it
I'm
again
playing
in
the
slow
slow mo.
mo.
Like look how much
One.
space
See,
this is, bro.
no,
And
see,
he used his length,
Paul.
bro. He used his
You
length.
shouldn't have stepped back. You shouldn't have stepped back that far. I'm sorry.
So do you think he expected him to drive in? Because I feel like he expected him to drive in.
I think, bro, even if he did expect him to drive in, that's still too much space. Because he can, okay, he might not, you might not expect him to shoot it from the logo, but definitely the amount of space that it's going to
That's the
take Paul
logo right
George
here,
to
bro.
close out. I know. I wouldn't. Okay, so let's factor out that he actually did shoot from right beside the logo, but I think even that much space is too much
It
for a clear
is.
jumper for an NBA player.
It is. It definitely
Especially
is.
him, especially him. Like I wouldn't let him be sizing up the basket because look, you already know what Dame is doing right there. He'd already decided he was finna shoot that bitch. He was like, okay, this nigga ain't finna step up. And he let me get these slow rhythm dribbles to so
So
yeah, Paul. When
what?
Paul stepped back, Dame took that one dribble forward, and when Paul stepped back with that foot versus forward, he fucked up.
I feel like he changed his decision at that point. Like
Yep.
I dead ass feel like both of them had the mindset of like I'm gonna go a little further in, but as soon as he gave him that much space, Yeah, I'm taking this. I got no space. I've been hitting these. I'm feeling good. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. You know how it feels. Just you give me way
Yeah.
too much space. And I hit this before. I seen this fall inside the basket before. I'm hitting this. I don't
Philly
care.
leading the series 3-1. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm feeling good. Even if we
You
if it,
should have been
even if
you
I
should
don't
have
hit
been up
it.
closer. Right. You should have been up closer to defend. Like,
But
I'm sorry.
at the same time, I also didn't think about this. Since they're tied, if he fouled him, that would have made things worse. That
Because
also
they're
would have
both
been
in the
bad.
bonus.
Yeah, because he would
Okay,
have
I
hit
see.
the.
Yeah.
So it's like,
But you could defend him without fouling. You definitely can. Paul George, your big long ass can definitely defend him without. You're not as fast as him, but you
I'm
don't have
not.
to try to beat him to the spot. You just have to defend the area and make yourself big to distract him.
So it's like, would you give the chance of trying to get the foul or somebody coming in or the long three? If you
I would risk playing defense
he's
not
playing
too
defense though,
aggressively. No, no,
like
no. I would have gotten closer. I would have stepped like right there as freely as hell no. Hell no, Paul. As freely as Dame is like setting up those dribbles, you kind of let him do that. You know how much time is left on the clock, just like he do. So what are you waiting on? Like like that's what I'm saying. Like
one
you really
step.
could have closed. You could have closed out on him, and when he made his one step, stop, stop then, and do that. Because look, the way that Paul George is even jumping from that angle, he would have fouled him if he was playing close defense. He definitely would have fouled him
He definitely could have scooted in at least.
a little bit.
Yeah, he definitely could have did a little keep your
Because
hands up, scoot in.
Dame is barely off the ground and already putting up the shot. Paul George is all the way off the ground trying to defend.
If Paul was
Dame ain't
one
even
step
got off yet.
ahead, bro, just literally one step ahead, he would have got a block. Cause he's playing the defense to get there. He just the nigga is not there. He's just not close enough. Like this is good defense. This is good defense, but he could have played just a little bit better. Just one step ahead, my boy. You would have changed history, and you would have been getting embarrassed no more. You would have played great defense, but fuck my nigga, step up a little bit. You could have stepped up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Woo, like he right there. That would have been a difference in history right here. That would have been a block. Instead of a long ass game winning three. I
Damn,
know
and
he
he
wake up with
smoked that
nightmares with
shit
this.
too. Then he waved at y'all niggas.
This is a nightmare shot right here, bro. This is out, bro. I see.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm getting my money after this. After a shot like this, I'm getting every bag. I'm not really worried about getting a title no more. If I was Paul, if I was a player like Paul, if I didn't get injured, then came back, almost got MVP, and then you hit the shot in my face like this, bro. Yeah, and I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
Damn.
It's just all you, Paul. Just only
Yeah, I
you.
definitely would have stepped up some more because I'm not really scared of nobody else shooting. Russ is on uh
It definitely ain't no passing. It's just all you, Dame and Paul. Dame and Paul. It's a nice little dance. Ooh, he got rocked a little bit. That's I ain't noticed that.
that's part of it. No, 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 yeah, that's definitely part of it. I like right here,
Yeah, I ain't noticed that because
right
he thought he was
before
about to go in. He thought his ass was about to go in. That's what I'm saying. He played good
Paul
defense.
was
It's just one
scared,
little
man.
step, bro.
He was scared. He was because he knew that Dame was
Definitely.
faster than him.
Cause bro, if you have to play Dame at the 3 point line like Curry, bro.
I mean, technically, Dame still could have back it up just a little bit when he do that first dribble.
Mm,
That little in and out, he could have went left on Paul's non-set leg. Paul's set leg is his left leg.
it's a lot of space. It's
He
like
definitely could. He could have just broke hard left if he wanted to.
like
So either way, Paul George was cooked.
you got a like you got a smaller guard. that can hit any three and is faster than you, and he's not a weak ass guard, and he can dunk in the paint. I gotta play some real defense
But
right now.
basically, and yes,
I play
basically
some
just by
real defense.
looking at the setup from this angle, it was all on you, Paul.
Yeah, it's just all
We'll
on you.
honestly say that these two players on the left for Portland out of the play.
Everybody's out to play right now.
Everybody's out of the play. The only person that was possibly in the play is C.J. McCollum, and Russell Westbrook is on him.
Nah. This is I truly see this as a full. I give me the ball, ISO. Everybody just get out the way. Like you could be a little decoy to make them think so, but this is straight up. I'm not passing the ball right now. This is tied. If I miss it, it is what it is. We just going to overtime. I'm taking a shot. You know I'm taking a shot. I feel like he talking about this earlier to somebody else already. Like we're going home. I'm taking a shot for the city, and I'm the star player. Don't even look at the ball and think about taking a shot.
Did he tie it up? Like, was it a close game up until that point?
I believe so. I think somebody just hit it. No, I believe somebody missed a shot. I think Westbrook missed a shot in the or this was a different game. Didn't Dame hit another 3 pointer on Westbrook with the
Yeah, it was in OKC
yeah? Cause I'm sure getting them confused now. Like
because he didn't wave on this one.
yeah, that's nasty. I
Damn, so
would
that nigga
hate
was staring
him.
y'all in like, yeah, nah. See,
I would hate him if I was an OKC fan.
so I could see Paul George's like positioning in the league. Like you really kind of like a punching bag. Like true enough, you were a great player in your heyday, and you came back from a fucking life-ending injury.
Definitely.
But that hasn't been an excuse for you though, because you still be on that. I'm playoff PG this, and I'm on my bully shit. Like we gonna see, bro. We're gonna see this year. If Paul George better average 27, 6 and 6 this year.
I was about to say 7 or 6.5 at least. It better not be just 6. A little bit over 6 because you got to put up some good numbers right now to even be top 10 at this point because there's some hitters this year coming in. You got the
Yeah,
twins
them young
coming
boys
in.
gonna cook you. They're gonna cook. They're gonna cook.
You're going to get
Like that's
dunked
one
on.
thing. Yeah, that's one thing you don't have to worry about. These new players, how they was like, oh, they may not be ready for the league. Nah, they ready for the league.
Boy,
They just not, they not with all that structure shit.
they
They
just
will cook you though.
they going to get that knowledge. Them ankles going to be broke. You going to realize it's time to retire. There's going to be some
Mm?
players getting ready to retire in like next 2 3 years. We're not going to see a couple of them. Chris Paul might be one of them.
Yeah, because he's not keeping up. When Steph Curry made that nigga play Twister, he should have sat it down then.
Nah, when Scoot Henderson or one of them twins dunking him from the point guard position and they just fly past him like that and he catch an elbow to the face, he gonna realize that he on a bench doing this for the Warriors. I'm retired, bro. Somebody
Mhm.
else sign me to a different team so I won't retire as a Warrior. Let me leave first, and I'm gone. I'm retiring here. I'm going back to New Orleans.
I really don't even see how he's gonna fit there, honestly.
He's a bench player now.
Like who's gonna be coming off the bench that he can facilitate to? Jordan Poole is gone.
Moody in them, Kamunga, Kaminga.
Hmm.
He just did.
Um,
As
Good
long as
luck with that. I guess, yeah, I guess he just gonna build them up as they bench.
he's the vet. I mean, it's like you got Curry as the vet. Like, what can Chris Paul tell you that Curry can get you?
Right.
That sucks, Chris Paul. That sucks. And you was one of my favorite players growing up, but you
It's
have
okay.
dropped.
They all have their time where it's over.
Man, it's
LeBron's
over.
gonna have his soon. KD right behind him.
KD's coming, but KD's been here for a minute though, so it's around that time. You think KD's gonna retire before LeBron at
If
this
he get
point?
injured again, I think he will.
So this might be KD's last chance because I feel like if he keeps playing like this, he might get injured again.
I think
If he has to play hard like that going into the
yeah,
playoffs,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. He's definitely he's aging out, and not because his skill isn't there anymore, just because there's other people that are moving faster than him now.
and is listed around that time. I think it's like his 17th season. Like
Damn.
KD's old, bro. Like KD only came to the league probably like 3 4 years after LeBron.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah. I mean, and that's yeah, that's cool. He can go ahead and slide out gracefully. I mean, he had his rings.
Nah,
He
he got
got,
one more.
I don't no, it ain't happening again unless you go to a made team. Like if you go to fucking Milwaukee or some shit like that,
You think he'll come to Miami?
I think KD will go anywhere, honestly. I don't think he has a limit on where he would go. He's just not going back to Brooklyn or back to OKC.
In some crazy universe, I hope that something happens in Phoenix to where KD gets pissed out of nowhere. Just in case we don't get Dame, Miami Heat picks up KD out of nowhere in the middle of the season. I would love that. KD, Bam, and
I just think
Jimmy.
KD fitting because I feel like Miami is kind of like a team that you go to during your villain era.
Oh
So
yes,
that would work for him.
and he'd be the shooter.
It
Just
would suck though because nigga, you ain't motherfucking LeBron trying to come here and so I don't
LeBron
know.
had to go through a big Kobe though with the Lakers. They were saying, "Man, you ain't Kobe. You."
He did, but he shut that up real fast when he got that ring right away.
That's what I'm saying. KD
Yeah.
can get one in Miami. He can get two or three of them though.
Mm, possibly because at his age, I don't think that he's really going to be requiring too much as far as like, y'all got to get rid of these players and this
Hmm.
person to get KD because he's like you say he's up in age, so
You can take that
they
pay
might
cut.
pay
Get
cut and some draft picks.
KD could definitely take a pay cut right now. He gets paid enough off court.
I honestly don't want to see KD go play anywhere else though, because I feel like he was a whole basketball slut at this point. If he
You
go to
don't think
any
so
other
already?
team, he is. But I mean, if he goes to one more fucking team, then that nigga is the OnlyFans model.
So nothing that
Just
handful full.
it's really too much. That's really too much. Like you do that shit when you're on your way out, like how Shaq did. Like he went to Miami, then Cleveland, then Boston.
You
Like
saying
you do
KD
that
don't
shit
got
when
that
you're on
many
your way out.
years?
So it looks fitting for him. Yeah, I could see him doing that. The fact that he's old, he'll take a pay cut. I could see him being like the KG to somebody's big three at his age.
That's nasty though. That's so nasty for KD. KD was
Uh,
fighting so hard to be number one in the league, and now it's like he's fighting to even be top 10.
hey, some people got it and some people don't. KD had the opportunity to have it, and he chose to give away his power when he joined with Golden State.
That's a fact.
So, if that was your year for you to ball like that, you should have did that somewhere else to where it would have, got highlighted. It's kind of like, oh, well, shit, you're on the team with Steph. You was wide open, nigga.
Hmm.
You're on the team with Clay. You were wide open. You're supposed to hit that, which you are. You definitely are. If you got that kind of open coverage with Steph and Clay, it's no reason that you really shouldn't be hitting everything.
Bro,
But then when it was time for you to do it on your own, you fucked around and broke your leg. So it's like, nah,
no, he broke his
bro.
leg before. with the Warriors. Yeah, he broke his legs in the finals against Kawhi, and it was still
Oh yeah,
gold.
he snapped. Yeah, he snapped his Achilles. But hey, man, you was trying to go too hard. You was past your time. You had just went over that warranty. You just
Not the
went over the warranty
warranty.
by a few miles. Yeah, he
That
had just
sucks,
went over that
man.
bit.
He
And
was fighting
oh,
so hard.
because he was mad. Like that's how you like this. How you can tell when a player really, really, really had it like on their mind. Like when Kobe got injured and tore his fucking Achilles, that nigga was mad.
Like,
Like he wasn't
damn.
even like hurt. He was just like, fuck, like
Like, this it.
fucking body, this fucking body, nigga. Like damn,
I can
give
push
me
past
another
this.
leg.
Right, like I can
Yeah,
keep
like
playing. Matter of fact, like, just
bro,
keep me
you
on the
can't,
court.
Kobe. You can't. Not this one, bro. Like you just snapped some shit. You're going too hard. And to do that, what, was they playing? I forgot who they was playing. Was they playing?
These the
I
Celtics,
forgot who
right?
they was. Yeah, I think. I think it was. Yeah, it was serious, serious game time.
Is it
Like,
Celtics?
damn, you gotta be doing some hard fucking planting and footwork to fucking rip your Achilles tendon.
Nigga,
Like,
what? How did,
what were you doing? Like, you already know. Like, he doing all that fucking spinning on his heels and planting hard and like, cause that was when the jump step was popular. The jump hop gather.
the pro hop?
Yeah, that was when niggas was tearing their ankles and shins
Yeah,
up. Cause
going
LeBron
straight
definitely
full
used to do it
body.
a lot. Yeah,
Him and
that was
Melo.
LeBron's famous thing. Yeah, I used to be like, man, that nigga traveling. Fuck what y'all talking about.
And it's crazy to how that same statement just transferred to a different move to the gather step.
Yeah, like it's certain shit that's crazy. It's this one guy that I watch. I'll figure out his channel and show him to you one day. But he be doing like the most like impossible shit and being like travel or no.
Yeah,
And then he'll break down why it's not a travel. Like he'll be done some crazy shit. Like he'll be goddamn hop gathered, switched hands, spun off one foot, stopped. Like it'll just be a lot. And
I
then
feel
he'll
like I,
break down why it wasn't a travel.
I feel like I seen this channel for like I love those channels, bro. Channels that really break down basketball to like to the T. Like show you how you get away with this rule or like how to. It shows the patterns of basketball.
Yeah,
Like,
that do be wild. Like man, who would play like? But if you do that with anybody, they're gonna call travel on you.
yeah, if they don't know the rules. Hey, bro, if we play with a referee, bro, I feel like we'll get away with so many points at the free throw line.
Mhm.
Like people be fouling so much and don't be realizing it.
Yeah, that's why I want to get in the league, like some type of like middle whatever league that they got. Like I'm gonna find one to get involved in because I've been wanting to do that shit for a long time.
For real, to actually
But
train
some
for
type of
it.
league, yeah,
Like if
because
we
it's
could,
more
bro.
fun to win, man. That's the thing. I don't like to just participate and play. I don't. I like to win. I don't
Yeah,
want to
I'm trying
just.
to compete,
Oh,
compete.
it was fun. Ah, fuck that.
I'm trying to
I
yell
want.
at my teammates, like really yell at my
Yeah.
teammates, and them understand like we're trying to
Let's
win.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like let's go. Like I'm trying to push you to the edge. Like we're winning.
Be
Like
so hype, bro. I got 15, 10, and 7, bro. Come on, bro. I'm trying to feed y'all these assists. I'm trying to get this triple double.
and to see
Bro,
the
I'm telling you.
the chemistry of a teammate, that be the way. I love playing
Yeah.
with players with the chemistry because you feel the flow of the game. You don't even force the passes or anything. No,
And
no
you can destroy another team with chemistry.
easily.
Because they'll be, no, we finna shut him down. And if you got the chemistry right, that person, okay, y'all done started focusing on me. Well, I'm finna hit this bounce pass because I already knew where he was finna be. And we just finna keep switching back and forth, back and forth.
The Yonkers Jamal Murray effect. Like, yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
can kill real quick, but as soon as I start killing, I'm about to throw it to him as soon as y'all start coming to me. Ah, yeah, we gonna go back and forth with this. Okay, easy shots, no forces, easy shots. You talking about you
Yeah, I remember
soft, man.
that one guy Tanner. He had reached out to me like a while ago. I had stopped fucking with him though because he was on some weird shit. Like I forgot. It was when the climate of police was like killing people and shit like that. And
Mm.
I was friends with him on Facebook, and he had said some shit. He was like, "Oh, well, yeah, he definitely deserved to die." I'm
Whoa.
like, "What?" He was
Yeah.
like, "I was like, nah, bro, I'm cool." And then he ended up like messaging me privately, like, "What do you mean? Like, I'm just saying, if any, I would say that about anybody. If it was anybody that was acting crazy, I was like, I don't think anybody just deserves to die. Like, you
Right.
can't just put that on somebody just because you feel like, oh, well, he did something wrong enough that he should die. Like, nah." And he was just like, "Well, as Christians, we're supposed to be able to forgive." Like, bro,
He went to
how you
that.
gonna talk about you deserve somebody to die, but we're Christians? So I was just like,
Wow.
nah. And the crazy thing is bro can hoop. Like that's the fucked up part about society. Sometimes people shit be mixed match. Like he's seemingly a little throwed off if he's talking about murder, but the fact that he got a throwed ass jumper, can dribble, he's left handed, you know what I'm saying? Got some basketball IQ.
Something
I
that
just
you
can't fuck
like.
with him. Yeah, I just can't fuck with him though, bro. Like, cause it's. I think you probably have a trigger for certain people. Like, you may be cool with me, but maybe you get around some other blacks and you be like, hell nah,
Hmm.
them niggas. Then I'll be like, what?
And now
Nah,
we gotta
not
beat
you,
your
bro. You're
ass.
you're yeah, like nah, you're a good nigga, not like them.
Like,
Oh man.
it's over. Now I gotta just punch your head to the window.
Right now I'm gonna have to just change sides on you, bro.
Like,
It's fucked up.
yeah, sometimes as a black person would teach you different other races' morals, how deep they go when it gets
Hmm.
deep.
That what's crazy is how they be scared of us, but they not scared to walk into the woods up on a goddamn bear.
Bear, yeah. Like, what's
Like that
up,
doesn't
bear?
make no sense at all. Hey, what are you doing over here? You silly bear. Ugh.
Like, you're not afraid of death, but
You're
you're afraid of black.
hungry. Yeah, it don't make sense. Make it make sense, man. Y'all will do some seemingly fearless shit. Like, oh man, somebody then opened your back door and you don't know who it is, but you're gonna go to the back door, open it, look out, hello, is anybody here? But you scared of black people. Nah, brother.
Yeah,
No, sir.
you gotta be worried of all that. You gotta be mindful of all that. Like, don't just let them things pass by. Those can be that could be your life decision right there.
The police just pulled up out here. Wonder what they are. They probably see I'm black, so hopefully
But
they just
just talk about the police situation. Now they
they
pulling
just
up.
keep it moving.
They listening.
Let me see. Let me see if I can flip the camera around. There they are.
Look, don't
And
record
I'm
me,
just at
buddy.
work. I'm just at work. Like I'm not doing anything. Like, and I think that's crazy how sometimes like I was listening to Bryson Tiller and he was like he got pulled over one day and he was in too nice of a car, which is
Mhm.
crazy to say that. It's crazy to say that. Hey, your car is a little bit too nice for you. What do you do? And he told me, he said, Google it.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And he said the officer like took it personal and shit like that, but he was like, nah, like Google it. Like if I tell you, hey, I'm a singer, I'm Bryson Tiller, you're not gonna know because I don't, sing any popular songs that your kid might know or some shit like that. So just Google it. And he had to Google it, and he was like, the officer felt stupid, like, oh well, okay, I didn't know you were a music artist. But it's just fucked up that we have to have like justifiable reasoning to have expensive things.
Yeah, that's tough.
Are you
Like,
are you an athlete? No.
I
I'm a
just
business owner. Like, like
I do my own thing. Like,
right. I
I
don't sell drugs because I know that's your next thing. Like,
I do the same thing your cousin does. The exact same thing he does. And I had the exact same car. Just because I'm black, I had to be an athlete.
Hmm.
Like, come on,
Or if you're
brother.
too tall,
I don't have no drugs in the car, sir.
man.
Bro, this is just reminded me of the conversation we had on another podcast about the Meg situation.
What happened?
She's dropping a new song
Finally.
with Cardi B.
Hmm.
I don't think it's over with, bro.
I think it is. I think the fact that you came out immediately with a song with Cardi B is you trying to get some solidified footing to help you.
Yeah, that's what they do though. Like it's different for them though. I feel like for the female rappers, I feel like it's different for them. Like it's okay for them to do that, especially when it's like she wasn't in jail in trouble, trying to seem like she gangster or anything. She's trying to make a good song with an artist that she made another good song with, type shit.
How
Same.
you think that's gonna go?
I
You
feel like
think it's gonna be a good formula?
the WAP went crazy.
And because it went crazy, that means whatever the follow up is gonna have to be, in the same playing field because people are gonna automatically compare it.
Yeah, but I don't. I think it's still
What
gonna
could
go
they
well
do though?
though.
What could her and Cardi do at this point?
What do you
Is it gonna
mean?
be something sexual again or
I mean,
club
it's
joint?
definitely gonna
Like,
be sexual. It's definitely gonna be some club. It's gonna be their lane. It's gonna be their lane. It's gonna be something for the ladies, something that they could play in the club that they could bump in the car going to work every day. Some WAP shit, some shit Meg be turning up with, like some shit that Cardi be turning up with. Like Meg is on a hot streak. Not even Meg, Cardi's is on a hot streak, and she got Cardi on the track.
yeah, I can see this helping. The Cardi feature helping Meg,
Definitely.
get some traction back. But I think, I think still personally that it's a wrap for Meg. Meg is going to be something else at this point. She's going to just be like a face. Like she might do like Rihanna did and go into like makeup or something like that. Because I don't think we're going to, as a whole, girls are going to stand up for her. But I don't think because she's then took such a break from music, and not that she hasn't been in the studio, but I think the practice of being in shows regularly and being in the mix with people, like you had to spend a little time away because people was unsure if you was telling the truth or not. So
I think
I
it's
think it's
gonna
gonna be a
kill it
little harder.
though.
It's gonna be harder for her for sure.
Yeah, I definitely it's definitely gonna be harder, but I think she can get through it though. Something simple like that, because if she was the one that was getting criminal charges, and she actually like avoided charges and actually like snitched on her, and she was talking about gangster stuff, I could see this hurting her. But since she's a female rapper, the rules are a little different for her.
What do you think Tori's chances are of coming back into music if he gets out in like 5, 6 years?
Way tougher, way tougher, because it's
Yeah.
gonna be real time away. Because
Yeah, I
you,
think he might just say fuck it. I don't think he's even gonna be fucked up at that point.
because you saying like Meg has like been having like time away like musically, but she's still been here with the face. People still been
I
posting her
mean,
like
the
crazy.
yeah.
Like the ladies
I
love
see
her,
Meg
bro.
doing a song. I see Meg doing a song with Gunna.
Yeah, of all people, I can definitely see that,
Yep.
especially after this. And I
Because
I
it's
feel like it's
like,
already there.
yeah, I think they probably already had something, and she's gonna use as much clout worthy shit as she can to come back without causing controversy by doing anything of her own. Like she may do the song with Cardi, and it may be whatever it have, and it have a certain lyric in there that might reference a shooting, and then she might have a song with Gunna, and people are gonna be more concerned about, oh, she did a feature with a snitch. Oh, you better be careful. She'll send you to jail. Like whatever type of stories they can make from it. I think it's all a storyline. I just don't see where Meg fits into the future storyline of rap. That's probably why I don't see her
What do
having
you
a comeback.
mean?
Like Nicki coming back and being prevalent again, I can see that fitting into the storyline of rap because she's quote unquote the queen. Lil Wayne had his period of down, and then he's kind of making his way back. She's kind of the female Wayne, her own words. So, I can see her fitting into the line of being like, legendary MC that's still Meg. I think she kind of crapped out. Like you could have. I feel like if she wouldn't have had this Tory shit happen, she would have been rapping with Lotto and Coi Leray and all
Nah,
these
I feel
people
like
would have been.
Meg is higher than her.
She still could be higher than them, but I feel like she would have been making music with them
I
during
feel
this
like
time period
no, I
versus
feel like she
not.
is. She just couldn't drop any music at that time though, because of the criminal stuff. But she probably has been working with them though. Like I don't think she stopped recording. I feel like she's been working with them still. Just can't drop anything. Like I'm the fact that she dropped the song this quick with the visuals, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna drop with a music video, bro. This has been in the tub. She
Hmm.
probably been hold this. The fact that she's been holding out might be beneficial for her. She's probably about to drop like crazy right now, like just straight like okay, we made like 30 songs. This the best song with this one artist, in this artist right here, in this artist, and I ain't have to drop anything because I was still hot from the criminal charges.
Hmm. I could
They
I could
gonna
see
eat this
that,
up.
but I think it's gonna go the other way for her, and I think especially if she try to drop between now and October is gonna be a bad idea because
Why October?
everybody's anticipating Drake.
You think she's gonna try to
Everybody's
battle it
anticipating.
though? You don't
That would
think
be stupid.
you
No,
you?
no, 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 no. She
I
don't
don't
need to
know.
try to bet. That's not what she needs to do.
I don't know.
Because Drake don't even fucking like her,
But
so
that don't mean anything
that
though.
wouldn't be good.
That don't mean that
He
that
can
can't help her
influence people
sales.
not fucking with her. He could definitely influence people not fucking with her. That line in Sirocco Loco, the bitch lie about getting shots, but she's still a stallion. That's all
No.
people are talking about.
If Meg was an independent artist, yeah. But she's literally under Rock Nation.
We'll see. You have high hopes for her. I don't. I think it's a wrap.
I just don't think it's a rap though. I I can understand you
She will
saying
never
like,
get back to that level that she was. She won't even get close.
so you think her situation is worse than Ghana's?
Yeah, it is
Really?
because people will work with her, but at the same time they look at her kind of like Gunna, like damn, you told on a nigga. Like
Really?
watch how many guys try to associate with her after this
Wait, you
publicly.
saying that they told on a nigga? I mean, that
Basically, that's how they
nah.
feel
See,
it
that's what I'm
happened.
saying. Like, it's different for a female rapper though, because you can't really look at it as like you told on nigga. You got to look at it as like, okay, this woman told on
That's
the
what she
nigga she was fucking
wants.
with.
That's what she wants the narrative to be. But she's definitely leaving out why it happened, what happened that
No,
led up to it,
I can
and it
understand
only
that
looks
point,
like
but I'm saying like it's not the same
what
view
guys,
as like a
what
snitch though.
guys have been seen with her publicly if she's not viewed as a snitch.
What do you mean? She
None.
was with like athletes. She was just with like
Where?
a soccer player recently.
A foreign nigga that has no idea about what the fuck is really going on in the U.S. other than that she looks good.
She's bigger than the U.S. though.
Well, that's what's gonna have to work for her. But I don't think people is fucking with Meg. The
Niggas,
baby denounced her. Tory
the
stopped fucking
baby
with her.
is not
Will
bigger
let her
than
pussy
Megan right
stink.
now.
I disagree.
They were
I think
arguing for the
media,
baby and Meg for arguing, but the baby
the
has officially dropped.
media, the media says that the baby is not who the baby is, but that's not true. He still is like the number three streaming artist on Spotify, right behind Drake. Megan is nowhere to be found.
You don't think so?
Go look it up.
I'm
Look
about
at
to.
her streamer. Look at her monthly streams and subscribers compared to the baby. The baby is doing Drake like numbers compared to Meg, and has been for a while.
It says Meg has no. It says Meg The Stallion is currently ranked number 3 with the most monthly listeners on Spotify with 32.4 million.
What the baby got?
I'm about to look.
Ain't no fucking way Meg is three out of everybody. Cause there's definitely people that stream higher than her.
Okay, and it says the baby is 54 million,
Yeah, yeah.
but it says
That's
that he
why I said,
surpassed Drake.
yeah, the baby, everybody got the baby fucked up. It looks and appears that he's not the guy, but the streams and monthly listeners compared to some of these bigger artists like Lil Baby, Travis Scott, all those people are under certain artists.
But not Travis, because Travis just did number 1. He just hit number 1 last week.
Just for the week though. Travis ain't really been talking about shit.
That's
He's
what I'm
been kind of
saying.
average.
It should definitely be changing.
But the baby has always been a higher streaming artist than Meg. So she's on her way to a question mark. But I wouldn't drop if I was Meg. If I was anybody, I wouldn't drop from now to the end of October. Because Drake kind of got shit on hold. You just don't know when he'll drop.
I feel like
And
she's
even if
gonna
you
test
did
it.
have a number one, even if you did have a number one, the day he drops, the next day your shit is gonna go number 12. Cause all of his songs is gonna be at the top of the billboard just for first day listens, just to see what it sound like. And don't let them bitches be hard on some take care shit. And it's over. It's over.
I,
It's over. For whoever drops, it's over.
I,
Trippy Red, don't do it.
I could definitely see if the reception of this song goes well, they're definitely going to try to add the album around the same time Drake dropped his album just to help it, just to get the talks about it. Because even if she doesn't even have to
Mm.
say anything, it's just you dropping around this time. It's definitely going to help. And I feel like since he's under Rock Nation, Jay-Z is infamous for doing that shit.
And you got to think about the type of relationships that Tory had. You think Tory's relationships with people were stronger or weaker than Meg's relationships? Like Meg's relationship with Future, Meg's relationship with, you know what I'm saying? Any of these people who she might do music with just might have had a better relationship with Tory.
Yeah, but you're talking about male artists though.
So she's gonna only work with female artists for the rest of her career?
She can.
That would not be her ideal choice though.
I mean, she can. She's a female artist. Female artists want her. She's a female rapper. Most men aren't listening to female rappers. It's majority the women.
So basically she's gonna have to go pop
She was already pop. She had the
because she was
song
on
with
her way
Beyonce.
down. That's what I'm saying. She was already on her way down. I
That's
think when
down.
you
Wait, going pop is down for you?
for her,
Going pop is
definitely. You're
up.
you're you're a ratchet ass nasty bitch rapper,
Wait,
and
no.
now you have to go make songs where you're being politically correct and shit like that. I think that's a
Wait.
downgrade.
No, I think that's two different things though. And I don't think she's in the category of like a she can. That's a tough one because
She is.
she is in that category, but I don't
WAP,
not in
she's
the
saying
same
when
way
you
as
say
like
pussy, if you say you'll sit your pussy on somebody's face, you're a nasty girl.
so.
So you going to sing a song about I spend time in the rain in the morning sun. That's a downgrade because now
But
you're
they don't have
having
to
to
do that though, because Nicki Minaj didn't have to
she
do
does.
all that.
She didn't have to do what? Nicki went pop too. She just was also a really good rapper.
That's why I say
That's
Meg is
the
in that
difference.
category of a really good
Meg
rapper. Out of the
Meg
female
is not as
rappers,
good of a rapper as
what?
Nicki Minaj.
No, I didn't
No.
say as Nicki Minaj, but she's at least in the tier to at least go further than that compared to other female rappers. Definitely.
Mm-mm.
What other
I
female
look.
rappers can
I'm
actually bar her
looking.
out in the party way?
They don't have to. That's the thing. You don't even have to be good. You just have to be sexy as a female artist, and somebody can write your music. So she really has no legs to stand on. Her reputation was really the only thing that was having her because she was the cool bitch that could fuck with the niggas,
You
that could
really don't
drink.
think Meg can rap though? That's the part I'm shocked on. You
No, I don't think that she's trash. I just don't think she's as good
good
as others.
as like
Cause
what
I was a real deal Meg fan before she became popular. I was listening to her mixtape, so I definitely was very critical of the times where she was rapping, and then the times
mm,
where I knew that she was bullshitting. And once she became
she
more
started
popular,
drinking.
she started bullshitting. Yes, that's
Yeah.
not her. The music that she was coming out that was becoming commercially successful was not her being a good rapper.
Which I feel like
It
since
was
she took
making
her
good songs.
break now, hopefully this nigga Jay Z got her shit together. Which
I don't even
it
think
looked
Jay
like
Z is
she
with
is.
her like that. I think Jay Z is trying to send her in a completely different direction, and that's why she's going to become an international pop artist.
I feel like that's his new Rihanna right there.
Good luck with that. I say no chance. You're gonna put her into business, but it's not gonna be through music. She could be his new Rihanna through business, but not through music.
Rihanna didn't do that much
Rihanna
music.
ain't even putting exactly. Rihanna ain't even put out that much music.
And
So,
that she didn't go down though. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't see her failing.
but Rihanna's career was definitely damn near. People are saying, "Oh, this is a Beyonce level celebrity." I don't think they're saying that about Meg
They were at one point. She won a Grammy, bro.
because she was supporting an agenda of homosexuality in some of her songs, not because it was necessarily good. When you fuck with the agenda, that's when you get the Grammys. That's when you get the recognition from, you know what I'm saying, the writers guilds and shit like that. When you will do some gay shit or like she had a song called She Her.
See
Like
what? She
she
her.
her. Yes. So when I feel like once and it was on her last album, Traumazine, that's what I'm saying. If if her last music that was dropped after the Tory shit is any reflection as to what she will be going forward, she's done. She was already trying to blend to mainstream appeal, and it was like, oh, this ain't Meg no more. This is this is a pop star that they trying to create. She
Definitely.
doing songs
That's what they
that
usually do
don't
though.
they don't connect no more though. Like I think certain
What female rapper
certain
like
like
goes on that long though?
none,
That's what I'm saying. Like
none.
you look at the path,
That's why.
like all the successful ones go to this path though, as a female rapper. Like it's that's what I was be saying. Like it's a different rule for them. They can't
And
just
that's why
fail
I
as
think it's
easily.
over. I think it's over because of that. Because she's already tried the pop route and it didn't work. Like she's already done this.
What do you
This
put
is
WAP
what
as then?
WAP was not a pop song.
What do you?
That was that it became a pop song, but it really was some ratchet ass trap music. The beat would be considered popish because it became popular, but WAP is some trap. It just became popular because of how raunchy it is, how eye catching, how much stuff that they say that's, oh my God, did she say that? Oh wow, oh wow. Lick it, dribble it, put my tongue, I got hair, the hair is hanging to the crack of my ass. Like, none of that song sounds like a pop song content wise. That shit is ratchet as fuck.
But would that
Get
stop her
that
from being
thing in the
succeeding
back of
though?
my throat? Yes, because that was her only successful pop song. She's had several. Have you heard her album Traumazine? You obviously haven't, because
No,
you're
I've
very,
heard it.
very.
I heard it. I heard it.
That shit was pop, and that shit was ass.
But
That shit was
for
all
no.
ass.
It's definitely as for us. But from the reaction from the females, they love that shit.
Gay motherfuckers loved Meg's album. That
No,
shit was not bitches, black bitches and bitches that I know, even Mexican hoes was like, nah, Meg didn't went another direction.
definitely went in a different direction. But
So I don't think those fans are gonna sustain her, basically. Yeah, you can have international fans, but I mean, shit, you're not gonna be popular. You're gonna be popular globally, but we're not gonna be like, oh, Meg just dropped this fucking Mexican Speranza banger and it's going hard. We don't give a fuck. Mexico might, or Spain, or Portugal might, but I think being a global artist means you have worldwide appeal. And if you appeal to the world and not the place that you live, then that's not the same.
do you think if she has a star-studded feature list on her album, you don't think that would help?
That's going to be even worse. The more names that you put next to her name shows me that she couldn't do this on her own.
But does it
You had
matter
to.
if she just makes a hit song? If she makes a tape with just hella hit songs because
I don't
it's
think she can do it. That's the thing. It don't matter who she features on nothing. There is nothing that Meg can say that's gonna be a hit record right now. Nothing.
and
Because
you
we
over here
got we
saying
got we
nothing.
got we got bitches that are younger than her and badder that are doing exactly what she was doing.
Do we?
Lotto
That's one, but
is
she was
damn
already
near,
there.
and she got to take a more bigger position and piece of the pie when Meg sat down and decided, hey, I
Nah,
gotta
she
go
didn't taste
pop.
Meg's spot yet, bro. She ain't, Lotto isn't at that level yet. She's growing there, but she didn't get to that point yet. She hasn't hit a Grammy.
Well, we'll just see what Meg is gonna do in the next few months because I, I don't
I
I
feel like
don't
she's
see
gonna
it.
test the waters. Like I feel like she's
Meg
I
is
I
done.
feel like Rock Nation and like I when I'm saying Meg, I'm not just saying Meg when it comes to this part. Is I still I have the thoughts of Rock Nation doing some shit like this.
What other artists are behind or have Rock Nation behind them that you feel that Rock Nation is gonna do something great?
Great.
What other artists does Rock Nation have that you can be like, oh yeah, because Rock Nation did this for so and so? What other
Mm,
artists do Rock Nation have that you have this faith that they're gonna do something for Meg?
like who's under management?
None.
Uzi,
Yeah, who's
Yo
Rock Nation
Gotti.
manager?
The fact Yo Gotti's still not in jail is fucking crazy to me.
But is
Meek,
that all
Meek,
people
Meek's
that haven't
career's
had
supposed to
hit
been over
records?
with, bro.
But all people that haven't had hit records. These are all people that may be doing good business, but they
So
don't have any hit records.
that's what I'm
And that's
saying.
what
Like
you're
they're not gonna
expecting
like
them to do
fail
for
though.
Meg. That's failure. If you're a rapper and the argument was that she can rap better
Mm.
than most of these young people that are out,
No,
why is her music not gonna make it? Why is it gonna be something else?
No, these artists, I feel like they're literally just one record away. Like literally, like Uzi. Like people were saying Uzi was fell off, then he hit another record. He signed under Rock Nation too.
I would say Uzi he's kind of kept himself afloat. Like with that, I just want to rock
The
with
extra
his high
record, bro.
profile relationship with JT,
But
the
he
pink
dropped
tape.
the.
He got records with Nicki Minaj that go hard. Like
But Meg can do the
he,
exact same thing. That's what I feel like. Like literally the exact same statement you could put it with Meg, and even drop a bad album like the Pink Tape. Like people were saying the Pink Tape was a bad album. They're not even viewing it good. But he still had that one good song. He got one good hit. As long as he got one good hit on that tape.
it's because we fuck with Uzi. Uzi has the trust of the people. Uzi has been around here keeping his name the same, keeping his reputation the same. Other than people saying that he worshipped the devil, which they've always been saying,
Yeah. He's just a
Uzi
cool
hasn't done
guy.
anything. Yeah, Uzi hasn't done anything to make us be like, oh man, fuck that nigga. But Meg has created some of that. It might not be with
Bro.
everybody.
You know you know one artist that I've like started like hated recently?
Who?
Playboy Cardi as a person.
Oh, I've been stopped fucking with Playboy Cardi a
Why
long time ago.
why you stop fucking Playboy?
When the music just started sounding like they weren't trying anymore.
Oh
Like you
yes.
created a style, and once y'all stop caring, then it's like, oh, okay, well, you can't keep getting supported the same. I remember at one point people was like having him linked, like, oh, he finna be the next this. But then Uzi came out, and it's like, well, you really not as output efficient as Uzi, so by default you're lowering your value, kind of like with Kendrick. If you don't put out enough of the right music for your fan base, you start losing them.
I mean, he did it for his fan base though. Like his fan the crazy part about it is that Cardi fans love the new Cardi. They love that shit because
But
it's
that's what
different.
fans are supposed to do. That's what fans are supposed to do. They're supposed to rock with you.
It's not even that. It's
But
he's literally doing something different. That's the one thing I will say about Cardi. He is doing something different to where like new artists are picking up. Like he's a father to some of these people in a way. But there's this video I'm about to send you that shows the bad history of Playboy Cardi with other artists, with him stealing songs.
mm,
This man, that's the one. That's my one sin that I hate in this music industry. When the artists steal music, that's the one thing
it's
I
bad
hate,
enough. It's bad enough that y'all motherfuckers are barely even opening your mouth in the studio.
nigga.
You stole that? Like that's even worse.
You stole my song, bro. Not even the beat. You stole the whole song. Like
Yeah, that's too much. That's
then
that's too much.
the part that started getting me to really like back away from Playboy Cardi is when I found out that Playboy, no, not Playboy Cardi, but Pierre Barn was produced for him, and he was literally just giving him reference tracks. Then to find out that a tape later, this man stole some of these songs and did not pay him for them.
So speaking of reference tracks, do you have a problem with an artist that you're a fan of using reference tracks?
No, just as long as you don't just use one whole artist, whole reference track for your whole album or your whole style.
So okay, prime example. If Pharrell produced you a whole EP, 5 tracks,
Mm.
beats, and wrote the music for you, you wouldn't put it out?
I wouldn't put it out as a full, just my album. Like it would be a
His
legit collab
his
album.
so his instinct destruction instructions was you have to put it out as is or you can't put it out at all. But you know Pharrell's history, it's guaranteed to put you in position.
It
You
might be
wouldn't do
tough.
it.
It might be tough. Because that's crazy that you asked me that. Because I just learned somebody, no, Mac Miller destroyed a tape with Pharrell. Pharrell and Mac Miller has a deleted album.
Mm,
Just because Mac wasn't feeling the album right.
damn.
That's why I'm like,
I've heard it's a lot of artists that have shit like that. I think it was it's Perps, I believe. He got a whole collection of Juice World songs that never came out that they
yeah,
produced together. Like, oh well. What do
you
you
never
do
hear
with
him.
stuff like that? Do you just keep it,
Yeah, like
never play it,
I
never share it?
no, because you don't have like songs that you lost like the whole file for, and you only have the MP3 of, like
Hmm.
like it's something that you lost the hard drive for. I feel like it's just like that, like a song that you know that you can never fix. It's done for it, but nobody else will hear it. It's my song. Like I got a whole vault of songs that nobody would never hear now, bro. Can never put out
Mm. Why not?
because the mixes are terrible. Like I can never go back on the tracks. Like the hard drive mixed up in the middle of it. Some of the songs not done. It's terrible songs. It's just raw songs.
I remember I had like a gang of songs on my Xbox, but I could never get them off.
Damn.
Like I had burned them on CDs, and then you know how you used to be able to save music on the Xbox and play it like throughout the game. I got like so many songs on this old Xbox that I could never get off.
You probably got to go like a real tech person for real to try to
Right.
help you. Cause I definitely want to get those off and put them in Google Drive. Right. You got any words for the people, man?
Man, stop using artificial intelligence, man, for simple shit. Like
Yeah.
stop using artificial intelligence to holler at bitches. Like
Ooh,
stuff that you should do as a person, stop using AI to do that. Hey, how do I tell this girl I like her? Here's a few solutions.
that's crazy.
Nah, man.
That's crazy.
Get active. That's
Go
the word of the
outside.
day. Get active,
That's
man.
some
Get active.
grass.
Old and young. Get active.
Nah, for real. We on our challenges, man. By February, we're gonna be down by 30 pounds. But at that point, we're gonna be really hooping again. Cause it's so, bro. I feel like that's the one thing that's slowing me down. All this weight around me. Once I lose that, stamina's back. It's over with. Niggas are done for.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have my knowledge this time. Like I feel like when I was younger, I was just rushing through, just trying to speed through. Nah, I feel like an old player now.
Definitely. I mean, you realize shit you can't, some of that shit that you was doing, you really didn't have to do it. Like,
No,
you just didn't. Like, oh, I jumped in the air and double clutch when I really could have just shot a floater. Or,
right.
certain things that you change now, like, oh man, I'm getting myself banged up by going in there like that. I'm gonna shoot off this glass or whatever.
Do a nice little spin off. Like just two steps real quick, and that's it. Just plant my feet hard
Especially
and just
playing
go
with
up.
Fowlers.
Nigga,
Like the
what?
last game that we played, them fucking Fowlers. Like niggas that
Bro,
will just try to take you out, you got to learn some finesse moves for that kind of shit. And you got that's one thing I hate too. Like if I'm playing against some people that's fouling and I'm missing, I don't like it. Like if
what?
you fouling, I want to be making it so you can. Damn, this shit ain't working. Let me stop fouling them. Yeah.
Did you see the video that I posted from that session?
Where is that on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's on my YouTube channel. I can play it real quick. Uh,
Mister.
yeah. Go to the highlights. The little vlog. Bro, this the game that made me realize it is time for me to lose weight. Cause nigga, I am fat. I hopped on the scale right after
Hey,
that.
you got to tell yourself first.
Nigga,
That's the
what?
only person that's. Hey man, we need to make a change.
Yeah, it's time to get in.
Yeah.
Your boy has been working out every single day since then, trying to burn these calories. And I'm glad I got an Apple Watch because, and it's crazy because it's dead right now. Glad I got an Apple Watch because that definitely helps. But hopefully, well, I'm glad that we got the last words from him because we have to go see that. But y'all go see this, man. Y'all go watch the stream. Your boy was hooping. Look at this. Ah, ah. Fuck you talking about? Look at that. Ha 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 ha. Give me some money. Give me another one. Give me another one. Ooh, look at it. Look at it. Fuck you talking about? Give me another one. On his ass. Your boys are hooping, but I'm losing my weight, man. I'm getting back in shape. I cannot allow that to happen. Cannot allow that weight to hit me like that ever again. I'm gonna get that off. You feel me? Thank y'all for watching this episode 41. Like, comment, and subscribe. We need to get that interactions up. We'll see y'all another time.